Hello everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Born From Us. This is a quick disclaimer before we get into the main video to let you all know that we have some slight audio problems and visual problems that have been mitigated by our editor. It's only going to improve from here, and I do thank you for taking your time to listen to this disclaimer. I won't delay you any longer, and I hope you enjoy the video. Greetings, adventurers. I invite you to an evening of storytelling, for I have in my possession the tales of the four who ventured to the land of Saul. The human, the halfling, the tabaxi, and the owlin. Whatever personal reasons to which they traveled to this land, whatever they found, changed their lives forever. Within these pages are tales of sadness, triumph, and most importantly, adventure. I do hope you enjoyed these tales. Come, join me around this campfire, and let us dive into these pages together. You all find yourselves on the vessel that, departing from, you see the city in the background. You've all arrived here early to catch your boat. You have been eagerly awaiting to depart from this dock for many reasons personal to your own. We're going to go through our party one by one as you board, and we'll get the first roll of the session. Let's get my notes out of the way. Oh, that's a dice. So there are 4 of you. I'm going to assign you all a number in my head. We're starting with Mr. Goodberry. Introduce yourself and your character.
My name's Michael, and I'm going to be playing Cassidy Goodberry. He is a divine sorcerer life cleric. He comes from a family of innkeepers that studies the religion of hospitality with the goddess Sirlali, and his goal is to help make life better for others and to find new ways to help others from another place that isn't home at the moment.
Perfect. Mr. Goodberry, you find yourself in the kitchen, hard at work, cooking with the many poorly prepared provisions given to you by the captain and his crew. And we're going to zoom out of the little window of the porthole, and we're now going to go to Ferrari. Please introduce yourself and your character.
Hi, I'm Saturn. I am playing the character known as Ferrari Silkhorn. She is an owlin from the forest. She was raised a hermit by her parents and her family before wandering off to go explore and figure out what she could do with herself.
Fantastic. And you find yourself in the lower parts of the ship. In a small corner you prepared for yourself to keep away from the busy crew and the other passengers. And now we're going to do a little coin flip here between the two. Velvet, please introduce yourself and your character.
Hi, I'm Velvet, playing the character as that's called Velvet Frostbar. They are tabaxi rogue. They grew up rough in a desert town. I've completely forgotten what I was going to say. But that's the usual. That's normal for me. Whatever. They grew up rough in the town, learned to steal to survive, and eventually they either snuck their way on here or
No problem, Velvet.
Eventually they decided they didn't want to live that life anymore, and they may or may not have snuck onto this boat and are now going to the city with the others.
Well, Velvet finds herself crawling out of a barrel that she emptied out and smuggled away in. She is currently a stowaway aboard the vessel. And we're going to zoom out of this little barrel to our last player. Jackson, please introduce yourself and your character.
Nathan here, playing the human ranger known as Jackson Burning Shield, but to others in the world may know simply as the Drake Warden. He has a little Drake companion after a chance encounter with a draconic spirit a few years ago, and now he's traveling to spread the word of the Adventuring Society to other places where it may not be as well established.
Perfect. And when you find yourself boarding normally, not like our little stowaway, you step on greeted by many other adventurers who have signed up to go on this vessel to the new world to get a footing in this new frontier of exploration. And we're going to move time forward a little bit as you depart. You've been... What was that? You find yourselves at sea. It's a calm ocean, calm weather. The crew very busy at work, maintaining the ship. Food is being prepared by Mr. Goodberry. Ferrari is busy at work trying to stay away from as many crew members as possible. Velvet is mingling amongst those she's managed to persuade that yes, she was always on this boat. What do you mean? No, you're crazy. And Jackson is enjoying a nice drink within the common area, sharing stories with other adventurers and passengers alike, spreading the word of the Adventuring Society. And we're going to move forward just a little bit forward, as everyone has kind of convened within the common area of the ship, sharing drinks, telling stories, excited to adventure into the new world. And you guys can mingle amongst yourselves while I prepare to either do something good or do something very bad.
What, mingle as like players or mingle as
Either or. Either or.
I am so sorry that the food here is so shit. Y'all deserve better.
Yeah,
Whoever would
it's
be in the kitchen at this moment.
it's nothing. You know, I've survived off of worse.
I've survived off the worst most of my life, I think.
Yes, but you should have to survive. You should live. You should enjoy yourself. This is.
I ate bark once.
I hate it.
Did someone just say they ate bark once? Oh my goodness! That caught me off guard.
You
What?
poor child. Why? Why would you eat bark?
See, when you live out in the forest with no social supports and the animals are gone and the plants are gone and you can't like steal from farmers because you feel like that would be a really morally bad decision, you eat bark.
There actually any like sustenance to come from that, or is it just sort of like a, you know?
It's a filler.
Okay.
As you're all mingling and chatting amongst yourselves, those who have a passive perception of 12 or higher will all begin to notice this. Crew members begin to whisper amongst themselves. The captain himself down here talking to what seems to be his first mate. There's a concerned look amongst the crew as the captain stands up and brushes himself down, trying to leave unnoticed as he steps out of the common area and back onto the main deck of the ship.
Can I try to see, like, hear what they're saying?
You try. Yeah. You know, let's get a first check of this campaign. Can we get a perception check?
Alrighty. Let's see here. That's going to be an 18.
Anyone else making this check?
I will
Sure.
make it.
With my keen ears.
Those cat ears are flicking about. A 6, okay.
That's gonna be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, an 18, and a 17. So everybody but Mr. Goodberry, his old ears are failing him. Too busy mingling with other passengers, apologizing for the terrible food that's been prepared by the crew and himself. You all hear. You know, I'm going to save the voices until we get to the next spot. But I'll just give you the information. You all hear them talking about very bad weather heading their direction. A mage on board, or druid, kind of a mix. They don't really understand what they're talking about. But speaking of somebody that possesses magic has told them a very harsh storm is about to beset the ship. One that could very much destroy the vessel if the captain and crew aren't prepared well enough. And you know from this conversation that the crew are not prepared for this. They had no such inkling that the weather was going to be this bad. And as you hear them say this, a lot of the crew begin to leave and man their stations as the boat begins to rock a little bit more than usual.
I think Ferrari's gonna head up to the deck, making sure to not be like noticeably curious of what's going on, just playing it off like she needs to get fresh air, but wanting to see for herself what's happening.
Let me get a little deception check from Ferrari.
Yeah, of course. Oh, +0. That's gonna be a 14.
A 14? Yeah, you get up, you make it seem as if you're just getting out to get some air. You're in a stuffy common area, you're out on the top deck, and what you see before you is a busy main deck of crew members manning the sails, preparing, some even reinforcing the hull with spare wood they have on board, some taking apart barrels to use that wood to reinforce the ship. The captain stood at the helm with a very concerned look as he's talking with what you presume the mage they mentioned earlier.
She's gonna approach the captain.
Okay, and as you do that, we'll cut to the others. What are you guys doing in the common area?
I think kind of knowing that this crew is ill prepared for what may happen, Jackson kind of finishes the last swig of his drink, kind of lets out like a very sharp whistle, and I imagine my Drake companion Sparky would have been probably just playing around with whoever had been, interested in him, but comes quickly coming back when I whistled. I'm gonna head out onto the main deck as well to see if I can assist in any way.
Beautiful. And Velvet?
No.
You're just gonna stay in the common area?
Sit down. The chair, she's gonna sit on it.
You're gonna ride this wave, as they say? And Mr. Goodberry, you haven't noticed the crew being nervous, and you haven't heard these mumblings of the crew, but you see the people you were talking to, two of them have gotten up and left for the main deck, but this tabaxi couldn't be any more relaxed. They've kicked their feet up under the empty seats and still drinking from a still full tankard. What would you like to do?
I wouldn't say relaxed.
Careless. Okay.
Well, you said that was a high deception, right?
You would have presumed that she's just gotten up to get some air, but she was quickly followed by Jackson.
I'd probably just assume that they're together and just kind of ignored them doing their own thing, and probably just helping clean up the area and just focusing on like the area and just trying to make sure that everything's okay here.
In the area, you both, Velvet and Goodberry, have noticed there's no crew left in this area. These are just passengers enjoying their drinks, unaware of what's happening, just like yourselves. But you do notice that the storeroom, which is usually locked under very tight key and guard, is open. And nobody's leaving and nobody's entering, but the door is swinging open, which to both of you is very peculiar. But before we address that, we'll go back up to the two on the main deck. Jackson, you see Verari approaching the captain turning to Verari, almost immediately trying to wipe his expression of concern and worry and try to mask it to you as he stands proudly manning the ship.
Can I roll to see if I catch that?
Yeah, you can roll perception. We'll do another perception check.
That's gonna be a 17.
Let me roll his deception. You just beat his check. You very see he's trying to hide his concern as he shoos away the mage or druid that he was speaking to.
Verari's gonna be very blunt and just straight up say to the captain, "Something's happening, isn't it?"
You see he pauses for a moment as he stares out over the very rocky sea as the clouds darken over you, the sun almost gone at this point underneath the thunderstorm that is consuming you. And he gives you a very swift nod and you hear in a mumbled voice, he says, "We should prepare for the worst."
What do you need me to do?
Again, he takes a moment to think, squinting almost through his thinking process. Just be prepared and make sure the other passengers are comfortable. Just to let them know it's a routine weather pattern.
Would they be safest in common or in their rooms?
Most should speak common.
Got it.
Jackson, you see this conversation taking place as Ferrari turns and begins heading back towards the other passengers. What would you like to do?
Just kind of as she goes back, he sort of nods. Do you think I could have heard any of that?
Underneath the harsh sea and the weather, it would have been very difficult. You can make a perception if you wish.
Yeah, I will. I'll make a perception. Almost dropped the dice. Hold up. Okay, that'll be a 15.
15 beats it. You did hear the conversation, and you see the look of almost determination crossing Ferrari's face as she's been given something to do, and the captain kind of slipping back into his concerned expression.
Yeah. Kind of as she passes by, Jackson just gives her a nod, and then kind of gives a command to Sparky, and he kind of goes up towards the front of the ship, and he's gonna act as a precautionary lightning rod to try to, if any really bad weather hits, to try to direct some of that lightning to him, since he pretty much just eats lightning. He's fine with it.
Beautiful. And we'll cut back to the group, back into the common area. With the information they're giving you, what are you guys doing?
Wait, so what's usually in the store?
The storeroom is where all of your non-essential luggage has gone, where it's usually under lock and key to protect thievery from other passengers, and the door is just swinging open at this moment in time.
Hey, Velvet, we should probably go check what's up with this. I honestly don't want to lose the stuff I came here with. Maybe the lock's broken?
Maybe. I wouldn't really worry too much myself. I didn't bring much stuff. Oh, I got on me.
Well, go
Alright,
to
we can
it.
check it.
Yeah, I want to make sure that, like, if the lock's broken, we can just fix it and get our way. I don't want to lose any of our stuff.
So as you're saying this, you both stand and begin heading towards the storage room. Staying at the top of the stairs, the lights illuminate down to the bottom, where you see a puddle of some liquid beginning to form. Water, maybe broken wine, could be anything. What would you both like to do?
What would I need to roll to know what that is?
If you're going down to the bottom of the stairs and testing this, it'd be a survival check, or a nature check, sorry.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Go ahead.
I do not want to do that. I have nothing on that.
17.
For 17, you take a knee next to this puddle that's beginning to form, and you run your fingers through it, you give it a smell, and you get the very rich smell of iron. This is blood, coming from somewhere within the storeroom.
Velvet, this is blood. And, like, as I said that, I also want to yell, like, hey, is anyone here? Is anyone hurt?
Roll me a perception check.
Me too, or?
Yeah, you both heard. You tried to listen if anyone's responding.
13.
21.
You both hear this. Good rolls today, Jesus Christ. We got some. You guys haven't missed a check. This is beautiful. You hear a gargled whimper. I have no water on hand, so I can't do it. But someone is gargling on something and is asking for help.
Do you like me to replicate the noise?
No.
I wanna pursue it.
Heading into the storage room, it's a lot darker down here. Only very dim lanterns are down here, as if they broke, they wouldn't create too much of a fire. And the rocking of the ship is swinging the lanterns back and forth, creating this almost nightmarish scene as you turn to the very end, and you see a wounded woman holding her stomach, with a goblin stood over her with a bloodied dagger. And behind him, you see 3, maybe 4 more goblins, lighting matches over what seems to be gunpowder barrels. And we'll cut back to the group that are on the main deck. Ferrari, you're heading through the passengers' living quarters, letting everybody know, bunk down, stay in your rooms. This is all routine. Jackson, you're on the main deck, helping the crew reinforce parts of the ship, keeping an eye on Sparky so he doesn't fall off into the ocean. The captain is wiping what seems to be sweat away from his brow as it begins to rain, and all of you simultaneously on the ship are rocked by an explosion. Velvet and Goodberry, the goblins have lit these gunpowder barrels, detonating the very bottom of the ship. The ship rocking back and forth, you two thrown to the back of the room, both taking 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Damn, no roll.
This is an explosion. What are you trying to roll? I'm going to dodge the bomb.
Acrobatic maybe to land. I'm a cat. What do you mean?
To be fair, Velvet is a rogue. That is sort of the rogue thing to do.
You know what, Vel? Roll me an acrobatics to dodge an explosion in a room that is about 2 foot wide.
22.
Let me roll real quick. You take half of that damage. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage. As you're both thrown to the other side of the room, almost immediately going unconscious as you hit your heads on the back of the ship. Ferrari and Jackson, you feel the ship rock and explosion blow out, ringing your ears, and you immediately see the crew panicking and running, grabbing water, rushing to where this came from. The ship immediately beginning to go under.
Ferrari is now going back on the orders and going through guests' room, trying to get them up away from where the water's going to start flooding.
Okay. And Jackson?
Do I have a sense of where this explosion?
Oh, immediately. This came from beneath the ship. This wasn't a lightning bolt. This wasn't a rogue wave. This came from under the ship, and it was not natural.
It was an explosion. I immediately call Sparky. I think even Sparky would have been jumping to go, and I'm rushing down there.
Beautiful.
See if anyone's hurt.
Yeah, Ferrari's going through, moving the passengers to separate locations. Excuse me. Jackson, you rush down to the storage room, which is very quickly flooding. You run down to where this came from. You see 2 of the people you were speaking to earlier, unconscious, beginning to almost go under the water almost immediately. And you see a huge hole in the ship which is flooding. Dismembered body parts of goblins everywhere. Luggage destroyed, fires beginning to form from the explosion and the destroyed lanterns. What would you like to do?
How big are the 2 of them?
That's up to the players. How big and how heavy are you both?
I'm 3 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
And I weigh about 80 pounds normally.
That's a child.
My armor and gear probably higher.
Damn. I'm not double your amount in either of those. I'm Velvet's 5 foot and 133 pounds.
Okay. Do you think it'd be possible for me to grab them both, one over each shoulder, and just book it?
I'm gonna say you've had experience. You're an adventurer. You roll at me with a strength check, please. It would have been disadvantaged, but you've got experience, so you're just gonna roll it flat.
That is going to be a 14.
You beat it. You hoist up the little Mr. Goodberry, and instead of hoisting Velvet over the other shoulder, you kind of like scoop her up underneath your armpit, and you begin huffing it out of this area, which is quickly going under. You know the ship only has a few moments before it's being swallowed by this ocean. You reach the top deck, lay them both down. Can you both roll me just a flat d20, please?
That'll be both as in me.
Mr. Goodberry and Velvet.
3.
Velvet, you stay unconscious. Mr. Goodberry, you snap yourself awake, being laid down on the top deck with Jackson stood over you. The weather getting even worse at the top deck, the ship beginning to rock more as more water is beginning to flood in. What would you like to do?
There was a woman down there. She was stabbed. We need to go help her.
Jackson, you know from being down there, that woman is nothing but red paste.
Sorry to say, but there is nothing left but paste in that entire room. Do you know what happened?
All I remember was there was some goblins down there. They had a match, and I remember she was stabbed. Me and Velvet came. Do I see Velvet near me?
Yeah, she's unconscious next to you.
Okay. We went down there to check because the lock was broken on the storage door.
Goblins, you say?
Yeah.
Very interesting. Well, get this one awake. We need to start evacuating people. This ship ain't gonna last very much longer.
I go on my side and like try to wake her up.
Yeah, roll me a flat d20 again, Velvet, with advantage. You just roll that d20 twice.
Oh, thank fuck for that advantage. 20.
You snap yourself awake as Mr. Goodberry is kind of like tapping you on your cheek, giving your shoulders a quick shake. You also see the weather beginning to get worse. The ship now being rocked by massive waves. Clouds beginning to pour a tremendous amount of water onto the ship, lightning striking all around you. Ferrari, you reach the top deck after getting as many passengers as you can to a safer location. Seeing all of your, we'll say, compatriots right now on the top deck before the ship is hit once more by a colossal wave. You hear the sound of wood and timber breaking, metal being bent out of shape. You see the back sail collapse off of the ship on top of the captain, the wheel broken. An absolute disaster happening around you. For one last wave, you look over the very front of the ship as a colossal wave collapses onto the ship, all of you being underwater almost immediately, the blackness of the ocean swallowing you. And it's silent. You're all underwater, you hear nothing but the mercy of the ocean around you. You see nothing but black and darkness as you grow tired. An unnatural tiredness falls on all of you. You try to swim to the very top, try to break the surface above, but you feel yourself getting weaker and weaker. The blackness around you somehow getting darker. You'd be unable to see your hands in front of your face before you all fall into a deep slumber. And that's where we're going to transfer to the next scene. You awaken, could be hours, could be seconds, moments, minutes later. You find yourselves shipwrecked, awaking on a beach, your hair and hands covered in sand, some of you coughing water up out of your lungs. You look around you, the scene of the ship crumbled and destroyed beside you, passengers and luggage tossed. And can all of you roll initiative? We're not in combat right now, but we're just to see, just as a order of people who goes first.
6.
17. 12.
23.
Ferrari, you are the first to awaken. Rain pouring down all around you. you see the front of the ship that you were merely stood on moments ago, shipwrecked and groaning behind you as bits and pieces fall off broken. You see the washed up corpses of other crew members and passengers of which you try to save, luggage and storage boxes broken, and your compatriots laying cold out next to you. Next would be Jackson, I believe. Yes, Jackson. You also awaken seeing Verari stand up, getting onto one knee. You see the same scene around you, followed by Castian and Velvet. What would you like to do?
Ver is going to look around and then start going towards all of these bodies, trying to see if anyone survived. Her face is somber, but other than a sadness, no other expression betrays her features.
You should all have access to your tokens. Feel free to move and we'll go through what you guys discover.
I need to move Sparky. Sparky's gonna...
Rotate.
He's gonna check out this guy. And I'm going to, check.
Okay, Velveta. And Goodberry, feel free to move your tokens to where you feel you want to investigate.
Here.
Okay, and we'll go through the initiative again. So, Verari, you see the body of the young wizard you saw on the ship what feels like moments ago. She has a deep wound coming from her stomach, in which she's tried to heal from, but the wound was too grave and she's unfortunately passed. Her staff broken and twisted, her skin flushed of colour as she has bled to death on this beach.
After assessing the condition of the wizard or the druid or whatever she may be, Verari will kneel down, rest an arm on her shoulder, and roll her into a more restful position
Okie dokie.
for leaving her as she is.
Next would be Jackson. You stand over two bodies that have been covered with what seems to be burlap or torn sacks to cover what is beneath them. You see some crabs picking at parts of the body that are, to them it's food. This isn't a malicious thing, this is just nature taking place. What would you like to do?
First, I want to kind of inspect and see how long ago these burlap were placed. If this was something, like, obviously someone had to come after this happened, but he's trying to figure out, like, who may have, like, done this specifically.
Roll me an investigation, and I'll give you what I can.
Too good. Ooh, 15. Oh, good.
With a 15, you can tell by the burlaps, it is raining, but the blood has soaked all the way through. This isn't recent. They have been here a while. The blood underneath the sand is lighter as it's sunken and being absorbed by the sand and the water and the tide pulling it away. Are you looking beneath to see who these people are?
I think, yeah, I definitely, let's, like, respectfully kind of just get a sense of who this was.
Beneath the burlap, you see two older-looking gentlemen. They belong to what seems to be the artisan collective, judging by the green robes that they have, and one of them having a pair of goggles on his head, which are now broken, but they're very intricate in design. And that's what you find. We'll also do Sparky since he acts on your initiative, correct?
Yes, he does.
And what is Sparky looking for over there?
He's just inspecting this individual, and, like, I think he's not very bright, so he's trying to, like, nudge him and get him to wake up. I don't think he's fully comprehending if this is a corpse or not.
Does he have a stat block in which you can roll with?
He does have... Let me check. He does have a stat block.
Roll a initiative. Not initiative, roll a investigation for Sparky. and I'll give you what Sparky would interpret this as.
Yeah, Sparky can speak Draconic,
Mhm.
which I can also speak, so he can relay this to me through
Draconic.
however he would speak, but he can relay it. Oh, that's still gonna be that's an 18. He rolled really well.
With Sparky's brain, he associates this collar he's wearing with yourself. This man is clearly a member of the Adventuring Society. He did not die to suffocation, drowning, like a lot of the other people here. He died to an attack. His shield is broken, and parts of his armor is damaged in a unnatural way. This didn't happen through falling or tripping. He was attacked.
Like attacked here,
Mhm.
attacked on. Okay. The moment, just the moment Sparky would detect any sort of danger in an area, he just he lets out pretty much a warning howl when he detects that, which would probably alert me to that this area could be dangerous.
Beautiful.
I don't know if I can move, but I'd definitely go over there.
You can move, but we'll go to Mr. Goodberry. Mr. Goodberry, what are you looking for? What's happening, fella?
The person below me, I'm trying to see if I can see if they're alive and see if I can help.
Yeah, roll me an investigation.
Investigation. Not one.
A natural 1. You know what? I'm feeling generous. Roll it again. I want to give you some information. Roll it one more time.
The DM is feeling
9.
generous today.
9.
A 9?
I just woke up.
With a 9, well, yeah, you're quite shocked. You're still trying to recover. You're an old man, you're not as spry as you used to be. But looking over this individual, you associate the colours with the Adventuring Society. This woman was a young adventurer, almost like a squire would be to a knight. You can kind of put together that she was working with the gentleman behind you who has also fallen to injuries. You do notice something odd about the injuries. They're not from the ship. These very much look like they were caused by something. You're not quite sure what it is, but you know it wasn't from the accident.
And she's not breathing anymore.
She's 100% donezo.
Guys, I don't. Well, she's far away from the beach itself. I don't think she died from the shipwreck itself. Like, because I know he's kind of like behind me right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was like, as you're saying that, that's when Sparky would like howl, and Jackson just leans down and kind of pets him, and he goes, "Yeah, my friend here definitely senses foul play. This didn't happen from the ship."
Speaking of foul play, we'll go to Velvet. What are you doing with that chest over there, Velvet? What's happening?
Opening.
Are you trying to get in? It is locked.
Yeah, okay, actually, do I have?
Yeah, I'm going to ask you, have thieves' tools?
I do. I also have. Yeah, I have thieves' tools and a crowbar.
You roll me.
Actually, I have a crowbar.
Roll me sleight of hand, and add your proficiency bonus.
Oh, buddy. Oh. Sleight of hand alone gave me a dirty 20. So proficiency bonus 22.
You crack that sucker open. You've gone through many a locked door, many a locked lockbox. Opening this, you're usually used to opening a chest and finding some goodies, gold and gems and ornate daggers, or something you can use against somebody. But with this, you open, it is filled with water. It all seeps out as you open it, and what you find at the bottom is nothing but destroyed documents.
Not even anything I can read?
Roll me an investigation. We'll do another investigation.
Oh god. 9.
You're sifting through these damp, destroyed paper, but you do come across a page of something that has survived, but it is in a language you do not understand.
Keep that. Okay, do I know what language it is? Can I see that?
You don't know what it is. You don't know what it is, but you do know that you don't understand it.
Well, yeah, fair, but I can't start with that.
No, you don't know what the language is.
Okay, I will keep it though for later.
So what we'll do now is you guys can move yourselves again to different areas, and we'll do the same investigations if you guys wish to keep investigating.
Okay.
Just as I want to try and keep this momentum of you guys being able to go thoroughly through an area.
Can we communicate while we're?
Yeah, you guys can do whatever you wish. Also, to the viewers, all maps are made by me. Commissions. I do commissions.
As one who has purchased said commissions, I can say they are 100% top quality products.
Thank you very much.
What's my
One
phone
who-
background?
Oh, you do. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
As one who has played on the commissions, they are fantastic.
Thank you very much.
I want to go. Let me go here and check out this area over here.
Okay.
And he's just like, I'm just letting everyone know. He kind of yells out, and he's just like, just gonna make sure nothing tries to sneak up on us. And he's gonna go over this way.
I kind of yell out if anyone's hurt, let me know and I can heal them.
Beautiful.
I'm kind of just looking at the bodies right now, knowing like.
Just so you guys know, you can get onto the ship. It will require some checks, but you guys can get on there. There's no map for that, but if you want to check what's up there, you can.
Yeah, Ferrari wants to get up there immediately.
Okay. And Velvet, what would you like to investigate?
Nothing. I was just gonna sit on the chest
Beautiful.
for everyone else to be done.
Ferrari, make me a acrobatics check.
Yep, can do. That's gonna be a dirty 20.
You hoist yourself up, no problem. Move wherever you feel comfortable on the ship.
She gets up onto the ship, immediately clocks that there's something of interest to the left, and wants to go check that out.
Let's zoom in for the camera. That is a corpse of a dwarven man.
So she's gonna do the same that she did with the other body. She's gonna move it into a more restful position. Make sure that it's like all properly like rested in her eyes before going to investigate the rest of what's left of the ship, see if there's any recordings of foul play.
As you're tucking this dwarf into a more comfortable position, you do associate the colour blue with the adventurers you've seen on the ship, Jackson wearing the same colours, and this individual is also wounded unnaturally from the accident. You see what seems to be the mark of an arrow that has pierced this dwarf's but just below his neck near his collarbone. But the arrow has since been removed.
She's gonna note that down for later.
Okay. We'll go to Jackson, who is stood out in the pouring rain. What are you looking for there, Jackson?
I'm looking for any signs of what could have attacked those individuals.
Roll me a nature check.
That is going to be a 13.
As you're scanning the area, you clock the unnaturally large spider webs that are on the trees. The webs themselves almost waterproof, as the rain hits it and runs off immediately, hitting the ground below, forming the puddles. And you notice a little disturbance, and I'll bring your attention. Let me just get the little ping. Your attention here.
Okay. Just to make sure, we do have all of our equipment, correct?
You have everything that you have in your inventory. Nothing is missing.
All right. He hears that disturbance. He sees the spider webs. He's hunted forests in his time. He knows kind of what's up, and he doesn't say anything. But I'm gonna say definitely him and both Sparky. He kind of Vicinity definitely wouldn't understand, but he says something in Draconic to have Sparky then kind of whip around, and he's gonna go ahead and just slowly draw his long sword. Try not to give away that he's there, but also try to make sure he's ready for whatever could be over there.
Looking over, you see the ground is disturbed in the sense that leaves are covering something over there. The wind and the rain is pushing and moving these leaves away from something that is being covered up.
Okay. Kind of lean back into Cassini and go, there's something over there. That pile of leaves ain't quite right. I don't think it's supposed to be there. And, well, all these webs all around the place is screaming spiders to me, but it could be something else. I don't know.
Do you think they're dangerous?
Well, I have an inkling of a suspicion that might have been what attacked our fallen allies back there.
With the spider webs, I'd probably want to cast, move up a little bit and cast Mage Hand to see if I can, brush them away.
Yeah, brushing away handfuls of flowers at a time. You see into the hole from where you're standing. The leaves are covering what seems to be a pit of some sort. You can't really see from where you are. You just know it goes down.
Do you think that the spiders may be hiding in that pit over there? And I kind of point in the general direction of it.
Is it that same pile over there that you
Yeah.
put my attention to? Can I do a check to see if giant spiders would do stuff like that, or if that?
We'll just do a nature, and we'll do this from your memory. Just do a history. Actually, do a history.
History, okay.
Because you pull in from your memory.
That
Do a
is
guidance.
well. You don't need it. I got a natural 20.
First natural 20 for the campaign, fellas. We love to see it.
About spiders.
With a natural 20, you do know there are some species of spiders, of giant spiders, that hide under the ground, that pounce their prey. But this is not the climate that those spiders would originate from. This is a forest. The ones that dig are usually live in deserts and in hotter climates.
Jackson kind of shakes his head and goes, I mean, unless a desert spider ended up all the way out here, I doubt it. But still probably something we should investigate.
You guys can head that direction if you wish, but we're going to quickly go to Velvet. Because I've just realised where she is, and I'm looking through my notes, and I need to check something. Let me roll something. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Velveeta. As you're sat on the chest, kicking your feet, careless, still a little confused and dazed from your accident, and you hear a shuffling behind you in the trees.
Oh.
You hear twigs break and leaves cascade down from the trees onto the ground. Do you speak Goblin at all?
Nope.
Then you do not
Common counts?
No, Goblin's Goblin.
Yeah.
You hear what sounds like voices, but they're speaking this weird little language. It is almost all throat and all hissing. As you turn your attention to it, you don't see anything in the darkness of those trees, but you certainly hear something scamper away into the woods.
I am going to move away from that, if I'm allowed.
You can move.
I was gonna... Here. Guess I'll hop up on the ship with the owl.
Roll me in acrobatics. Probably should be in athletics, to be honest, but we'll stick with acrobatics for now.
Yeah. That will be a dirty 20.
Yeah, you hop on up. And while you're up there, we'll cut back to Jackson and Mr. Goodberry, who was stood over the leaf pit. What are you two doing?
I'm gonna kind of move around to here, and I just want to take my the edge of my sword and just poke it and see how, what it feels like.
As soon as you poke this this pit of leaves, your tip of your sword goes straight through into the hole. You kind of brush these leaves side to side, revealing the bottom of this pit. You see a spike pit, which some poor unfortunate soul has fallen into from the shipwreck, and has been covered back up with the leaves, as if left for later, almost.
Can I make a check to see what kind of thing would do this?
Uh,
Or if it's an animal or not, at the very least?
you do know animals don't make traps sophisticated enough. Something with sentience did this and has left this poor soul to die, and might be coming back for them later. As to what, you can't discern that from this.
Interesting. How far down does the pit go?
A good 6 feet.
Okay, what I want to do is... Jackson is not comfortable with leaving the body down there, so what he's going to do is he kind of steps over, extend his hand, and I'm going to cast Thorn Whip.
Mm-hmm.
So if I hit this thing, it does take a little bit of damage, but I'll also pull it 10 feet towards me.
Okay.
I don't want to pull it up and grab it so I can at least get it out of this hole.
Yeah, roll the Thorn Whip.
Okay.
What's an AC of a corpse?
You get to decide the AC of this thing.
You know, we'll roll. Okay, it's that.
That'll be 18.
Yeah, you hit the corpse.
And it just kind of whips it up. It gets a little bit like pierced with some vines, but he didn't catches it and kind of lays it out next to him.
Do I have a corpse token? Hold on. I believe I do. I do have a corpse. There you go.
He giant.
Big man.
That's certainly a guy.
There's your corpse that you rescued from the pit.
Yeah, and then he just kind of sighs and looks over at Cassidy and he goes, I don't think we're dealing with animals anymore.
I'll make sure to keep my guard up. And since the body's right there, I kind of see above it, and I see the glowing rocks.
Yes, you see crystals protruding out of this rock, which has a hum to it as you're nearby. Those who are naturally akin to magic can feel arcane coming from these crystals.
Do they feel dangerous enough?
No, it's just energy. It's like standing next to like a transformer, a generator. Sorry, it's not dangerous. It's just you can feel it in the air. You know.
Yeah.
Should
So
we reconvene, or
yeah, we should probably get back with the others, since we probably don't know what's about to happen.
Speaking of the others, Ferrari and Velvet, you find yourselves on the shipwreck of the vessel. What are you doing up there?
Ferrari's getting down.
Okay.
She just wanted to check and see if there were any dead up on the ship.
Yeah, there's only 2 injured individuals. The one down there next to Velvet in the hole that I've put, and the injured dwarf there.
She's gonna assume that the one in the hole is gone.
Oh, very much gone.
So she's gonna get down.
Yeah, you don't need to make a check to get down. You just you're climbing back down, and you see that your compatriots have moved off behind some trees. Feel free to move anywhere else you wish to investigate while we go to Velvet. What are you doing up there, Velvet?
I would like to do a investigation check to see if there's anything shiny, or well, anything valuable. Right.
Yeah, roll me an investigation.
Bet. 21.
With a 21, there is nothing left on this vessel, which is odd to you, because if this is a shipwreck and you guys have just woken up, why are the valuables gone? Why is anything of value gone from this ship already? It usually takes days for a crew to move anything from a shipwreck, let alone disguise it the way they have.
Huh. With that, I will also hop down.
Okie dokie. As you're climbing down, Jackson, what's your natural perception?
15.
With a 15, do you immediately notice that there's a campfire here that's recently been burnt out as the smoke is still leaving into the air, and the side of this tent has been clawed open with what looks like not blades, but some kind of creature.
Okay. Can I get an approximate size of the creature by the size of the swipe marks? Just
It's about the size of a very large dog.
Jackson just is like, there are probably beasts out here too. Let's turns to Casinity. Let's go find the others. Do I see Virari at that point?
Yeah, you see her climb on down and begin heading in this general direction.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rory, did not mean to move you, but I did.
It's all good. She's standing in puddle.
Jackson just looks at Casinity and goes, we should reconvene. Sparky, and then kind of string of draconic, which is basically just to go find the cat, because I don't think Jackson would have
the cat.
known Velvet too much during the travels, and Sparky's gonna go do that. I don't know. Do you want Sparky to make a check to find Velvet?
Oh no, you can all see each other beneath this tree. It's not a very tall tree.
Not a tall tree. I could definitely see through it.
Yeah, you can see through it and see Velvet climbing down from the ship.
I definitely don't. Just kind of wave Velvet over, actually, not do that. And I want to head over towards Virari here.
Yeah, all move your tokens and we'll get ready for the next portion.
Over here. Sparky, you can stand in the puddle. Just don't be like.
What are you all looking at over there? What are you all little fellas doing a little nosy for?
Down on her hands and knees, digging through the bushes. Carefully, because she has a sneaking suspicion there might be things rigged in here because of the state of all of these corpses.
Mm-hmm. What are you looking for in particular, so I know what check to give you?
Any signs of traps or anything she can use to track the attackers with.
That'd be a survival. Roll me a survival check.
Yep. That's gonna be a 19.
With that, there's no tracks left behind that you can tell, but you are digging beneath what seems to be a nest of spiders. So there are a lot of very small spiders, and that you hear the movement and scuttling of a very large spider, not in your direction, but heading away in this direction, which is the only direction you guys can travel down, as the rest of the forest is too dense or just leads to nowhere.
There was a big spider in this tree. I think we should follow it. Because if it's being chased away from us, it might be led into something else.
Okay.
There is also definitely foul play involved. Found a trap over there, and
One of the bodies up on the ship had an arrow wound. Humanoids.
have you guys seen anything? Because, I mean, let's be honest here. Let's say someone did attack these people. They haven't been looted, and they've spent the time to cover a couple of them up. I mean, why not cover them all up at that point? This is looking quite odd to me.
I don't know, but I heard some gittering and twigs and stuff up in the forest over there.
Maybe, specific people were attacked or targeted?
Well, you have to be pretty bold to attack members of the Adventuring Society.
And a magic user as well, with enough strength to detect something amiss.
Because I'm just wondering why, the 5 of us.
Yeah,
survived.
Sparky just kind of turns and looks at Casinity.
I give him a head dip.
Sparky goes back to playing in the puddle.
He's a good boy. I like him.
Jackson just sort of nods and, well, to be honest, there were definitely people here earlier. There was a fire, and some sort of beast attacked whatever campsite was set up. So we definitely have to worry about the elements here. And honestly, I don't want to be stuck in the forest for gods know how long. We should probably find somewhere that is at least a little bit closer to civilization, maybe.
Could it possibly be that the survivors here had set up camp? The camp got attacked, 2 of them died, those bodies were covered, and then they were attacked again?
Well, those bodies that are covered are not of adventuring society, but of the artisans people. I've never been into crafting, but they seemed different than the adventurers here.
Hmm.
But again, there's traps set up, plus beast markings. I mean, it's possible someone out here has tamed something, and I don't know.
Well, if
Think
they were able to set up
we-
camp, they kind of left us on the beach since we all clearly survived.
That's what I'm saying. We have, I mean, I have all of my things. Do you guys have all of your things?
Ferrari's gonna give herself a quick pat down, making sure everything's all there.
Yes, everything you guys have in your inventory, you still have.
Yes.
So let's again say that someone attacked us. Why wouldn't we have been picked through? I mean, we are not the most normal looking bunch here.
Divine intervention, perhaps, and then Ferrari turns towards the forest entrance and sidles past.
Okay. I presume all of you are moving on with Ferrari.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let me just copy all of your tokens so I don't forget you in the next scene.
Yeah,
And
Jackson calls Sparky out of the puddle with
And-
some draconic command.
now we're going to transfer to the next scene. I brought the arrow with me. Oh.
Also,
we
is
could-
Sparky a good boy?
Sparky is definitely a good boy.
Okay.
It's really funny to me that the arrow came with, and I knew it was gonna happen.
We're
Wait,
just giving
dude.
the editor a job.
Are drakes
does.
only eat or do they eat? Are they omnivores?
Well, technically, this boy is a spirit that's taking physical form, so he'll eat whatever is food.
Yeah, I like berries.
You guys find yourself in the next scenes. Orientate you guys the direction you are, and we'll keep the same initiative.
Boy. We all just turn. Just boy.
No berries. Or mushroom.
Flowers or something.
So top of the order is Ferrari. Ferrari, move yourself wherever you feel comfortable, and then we'll move on to next.
She's gonna go right and around this bush, and then she's gonna clock that there's a body there, but not approach it, and just crouch around here.
Okay, Jackson.
Probably would have gone the other way
Mhm.
to here. I'm gonna have keep an eye on everyone. Sparky's gonna hang out with Cassinity and Velvet back here, and I'll have Sparky follow one of them. I clock the body, and can I make a perception check to see what I see there?
Yes, but next we'll go to Castion. You make that check and we'll come back to it. Castion, feel free to move your... Castion, Cassinity, please move yourself wherever you feel comfortable. You got a lot of Casses going on.
Yeah.
For everyone at home, Michael will only play characters with names coming from Cass.
Mhm.
And they're all unique.
They are.
Carnation.
One's a bush.
One is a literal bush, yes.
This is the second old man. So, I'm like trailed behind you guys. Why are you guys running so much?
It's just an old man. Just. "Ah."
People are dying. Are y'all running into danger?
That's what being an adventurer is.
Like very slow, by the way.
While you do that, we'll go to Velvet. Feel free to move yourself where you feel comfortable.
Yes.
Feel free to zoom into any part of the map and get a good look at things you want to investigate. I can't from my end, but feel free to do it from your side.
I'm going to go as far as I want.
Yeah, no, you are not restricted by movement.
What is that axe made of?
Roll me a perception check, but we'll go to Jackson's perception check.
Well, that would be a 22.
I was not going to ask of how shiny it was.
Roll me perception, and I'll come back to you.
Damn.
You got a 22, Jackson? And what are you looking for? Just this scene before you?
I want to see like who. Like I want to look at the scene and be like, who is that guy? Like
you see the same blue that the adventurers wear. He is fully decapitated. He is very much dead. But the crow is also in front of him has also been injured. What seems to be by what looks like to be an arrow. I couldn't get an arrow asset sticking out of it, but we'll pretend it's D&D. Use your imagination. And there is an arrow, but you also spot in the trees other crows who are making a hell of a racket, calling out to their wounded brethren.
okay, Jackson's never been one for subtlety or caution. He sees there's a man obviously been murdered.
Oh, must. Unless he was killed by a beast that ate his head, this is intentional.
Yeah, no, this is intentional. And he's gonna come over here, sword drawn, and I just want to investigate this.
Beautiful. We'll go to Verari. Verari, you see Jackson step out from in between the two trees towards the very much dead man. What do you like to do?
She's gonna go check out the crow and see if it's still breathing.
Okay. Roll me a nature check, and we'll go to Velvet, who made the perception check.
21.
This is a bronze axe. Quite shiny. Not too shiny. It is made of bronze. You know that to be a cheaper material, as if this warrior was on a budget.
I'm still going to take it.
As you go to reach down for it, Jackson kind of whips his head around. What do you think you're doing?
What? He doesn't need it anymore.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
I mean, you're looting every poor sod that died in this forest. Leave it be. It's not
Why not?
useful anyway.
I mean, I don't know what you consider useful, but I'd beg to differ.
Can you even use an axe like that? It looks
No,
like you
but I
have
can
a
sell it.
walking armory on you anyway. Where are you going to find to sell it out here?
I mean, I'm assuming we're going to get...
We just got the D&D version of check your proficiencies. Sorry, go on, sorry. Did not mean to interrupt, that was just funny to me. But are you taking it, Velveeta?
I mean, I'm going to try if he doesn't stop me.
Oh, I'm definitely trying to stop you.
Damn.
What do you want us to do, Rennie?
Are you trying to snatch it away? Or are you just going to let it go, Velveeta, as you sense the anger in his voice?
I'll just hands up, just no, okay. I won't take it. Since it's so important to you.
As Velvet puts it down, you both notice that the head of the axe, the blade, is covered in some sort of blood, off-coloured to normal red. But we'll go to Verari, who you are checking if this bird's still breathing.
At an 18.
The bird is still breathing, but very wounded in its left wing from an arrow. Hence why the other crows have not abandoned it and are trying to call out to it.
Can Verari try and do management on it to get it stabilized and possibly bandage it?
You can do a medicine check, but you see Mr. Goodberry who's approaching, and you do remember on the boat he did say he possesses healing magics.
Casinity, is that your name?
Yeah. Is the bird okay?
wounded but alive. Can you help it?
Yeah, I can actually heal it.
All right.
Is the bird like responding to us?
It's turning its head. It's clearly in shock from being shot out of the air.
They're at least omnivores, right? Maybe herbivores.
Crows?
Yeah, I want to say they are.
I think crows eat anything.
They're scavengers.
Whatever they can get a hold of.
If I were to cast Good Berry, do you think I could have it eat the berry as a way to heal?
Yeah, you can offer it a good berry. Good berry's good berry, brought to you by Good Berry.
I'm gonna cast Good Berry. You're gonna like see my hand open, and just 10 berries just appear.
How are these berries manifested, Mr. Goodberry? Let's get some magical manifestation descriptions.
So they're gonna be very, just bright green, kind of like what my my tag is on Roll20.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say for now, they do look like just regular berries, ones that you'd see on bushes, just very bright, very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And like you see my hand close, then open, and just they all appear at once.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna have that in one hand. The other hand, I'm gonna take a berry out and put the berry at the animal's mouth.
And we'll say that the crow bites this good berry. Almost immediately, its wing begins to flutter and move as the healing magic from the berry course through its body, and it gets itself to its little crow feet and looks to you both before flapping up into the tree. I cannot move it as it is part of the map, but you use your imagination. It flaps up into the tree with its brethren. To the rest of you, what are you doing?
Also, I want to eat one of the berries.
Yeah, pop a berry. Yeah, pop a good berry.
I won't do the temporary health, but I'm just gonna top off.
Yeah. You can choose to take your temporary hit points.
Did all the crows fuck off?
No, they are all stood around you watching. But they have stopped going apeshit, as crows do when one of their brethren is hurt. Go on, Jackson. What are you doing?
I want to inspect the blood on the blade and see if I can recognize it.
It's viscous and oily in nature, that of an insect.
Kind of looks at Velvet and goes, what's your name again?
What's the matter to you?
Jackson looks at him very suspiciously and goes, we did just survive a shipwreck and we're the only 4 people we know are here alive. Do you want me just to call you Cat? I mean, that's all I can...
I mean, that would be quite funny, honestly. I get what you mean. My name is Velvet, thank you.
Velvet, I'm Jackson. That blade is coated with some sort of insect blood, and considering the fact this guy doesn't have a head, that probably isn't a good sign.
Maybe you tried to fuck one, huh?
I mean, kind of
What?
I would have looked at him. Does this guy seem like he's human?
Well, yes,
Human?
he is humanoid. He's taller, but definitely human shape. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, he looks at it and goes, if this guy was a human, I mean, there's a reason why we have half-orcs and half-elves. Humans do tend to get a little frisky.
As you say this, Ferrari and Ferrari, what's your natural perception? And actually, all of you, what's your natural perceptions?
15.
15. 13.
Mine is also 15.
15. And yours, Velvet?
13.
13. As Jackson says the word frisky, you see the crows fly away immediately. It goes silent. Those who are keen in hunting in nature know that when the forest goes quiet, there's a predator lurking. Everybody roll initiative. As we're going to get to our first fight.
I knew it!
Alright, guys, time to roll a nat 20 on initiative. 14.
I got a nat 20.
Okay, hold on. Hold on to your numbers, and because I actually have the encounter thing this time, because I'm not being stupid.
Just for background, we've played D&D outside of this series, and Sir Rennie does love to just have me say something and that triggers something else.
Yes.
It happens almost frequently.
Yes. You're correct.
Rarely is it me. Rarely is it me.
I say stupid stuff all the time. Mine is a. Do you want me just to put it in the chat?
Yes, put it in the Roll20 chat for me as I scour D&D Beyond to try and find the encounter thing.
I rolled great on roleplay initiative. 14.
Not so good on a combat initiative, considering your. Is that total?
Rennie.
Yes.
I got a nat 1.
Oh,
Wait, you got a nat
no.
1, I got a nat 20. Let's go.
I mean, I did get up to 5 because of my +4.
So we're gonna. Can I do auto roll for these? Right. So what was yours, Cass?
Nat 20. I think it's 21.
And that, so we'll put 21. Ferrari,
14.
14. Velveeta, a 1. Jackson,
Well, 5. 5
Uh,
because my +4.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you change that. 20.
and just a normal 20. And then we'll auto roll everybody else.
I do have, just so you know, I do have like the full like health and everything tracked on my sheet for Sparky, so you don't have to worry about that.
Sounds good. So I'm going to now reveal what has come to attack you. Boom. Boom.
I'm hearing booms, but I'm not
Boom.
seeing anything. Oh, that's okay.
Boom.
I'm seeing them now.
Oh!
Boom.
Oh, I used one right in front of her.
Now we're gonna name them. You're gonna be called A. You're gonna be called B.
Also, I'm gonna put the berries in my pocket.
C. Very good. Oh.
You might need to use your hands for this one.
D.
I have a little power.
A B C D E.
Learning the alphabet with Bunker Core.
Woo!
Copyrighted for the alphabet.
You can get copyrighted for the birthday song.
Yeah.
No, don't sing it.
Big Birthday has an
Doesn't
opinion
copyright.
about this.
Big birthday.
Okay, so through the initiative is my spider who got a 22 on initiative.
No way. Which one? Oh god.
So he's gonna go. What's your movement speed, Mr. Spider? I should have checked this. Oh, 30 and 30 speed and 30 climbing. You love it. So now we're gonna go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he's going to not cast, but he's going to do a ranged attack against Jackson. That is 6 + 5 to hit.
Yeah, that misses.
You see the spider rears back on its back 2 legs and spits web out of its ass. A ball of web coming down, landing next to you. Not doing too much. Next in initiative is Cass.
Why did it come right next to me just to ignore me? Am I just that small? I'm gonna cast Firebolt at this.
Okay. Do you have... Is this affected by disadvantage since it's 5 foot? 5 feet in front of you?
Would it say that?
Any ranged I don't know if magic counts, but any ranged attack within 5 feet is at disadvantage.
Yeah, unless I think it's Warcaster doesn't get disadvantage. So yeah, you're gonna cast this at disadvantage.
Okay, so a 22 and a 9, so 9.
You send out this firebolt, and it just barrels past it. It surprises you as it jumps down from the tree, and you miss.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that's all I can do. So.
Okay, Jackson, you're next up.
Okay, so I'm just checking to see Mike, what I have to do? Bonus action. Okay, so it can move and take reactions on its own. So Sparky's gonna go ahead, seeing that Ferrari's kind of by herself, and move to like flank her.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to move up to boy that just tried to shoot me with web from its ass.
Web ass.
Get web-assed, boy.
Just so you know, Sparky is taking. If I don't give him a command, he takes the dodge action
Okay.
automatically. And I'm gonna go ahead use my bonus action to cast Searing Smite.
Okay. Okay. Oh, Jesus.
And yeah, it's about to go down.
It's about to go down.
My longsword.
Okay.
Where'd my dice go? There's my dice.
Cool. Let's hit it. Let's hit the boy. First attack.
That's an 18 plus 6 to hit.
Like, oh, bloody hell. Yeah, that's it. Jesus, you knocked the wind out of me.
Yeah, so this is two-handed. So first damage, 11 points of slashing damage,
Okay.
plus an additional 1 point of fire damage, but it is now it's now on fire.
Okay.
At the start of each of its turns, it needs to make a Constitution saving throw or take the damage again.
Beautiful. Okay. And is that your turn, Mr. Jackson?
Yeah.
Next one to go is another one of my little scrungly boys,
Ew.
who is going to go boom up to Ferrari. And he's going to attempt to bite you. That's 14 plus 5 to hit.
Oh, hits. Definitely hits.
You're going to take... Oh, that's the wrong dice. I almost rolled a d10. 1 plus 3, so 4 damage. I now need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
That's gonna be a 10.
You fail. You're going to take 2 additional d8s of poison damage. 4 plus 1. Fuck. Okay. Yep.
Additional poison?
It was 5 additional poison. Now, I will say, if you are poisoned and your health is reduced to 0, you do not die, but you are paralyzed.
Oh.
Next up in our initiative is Ferrari. You just got, as this thing rears back on its legs and lunges forward, sinking its fangs into your arm, you feel the poison coursing through your veins as this spider rears back, removing its fangs from your arm. What would you like to do against this scrungly boy?
She's gonna ignore that scrungly boy and turn and shoot this one with her bow.
Brave. Brave soul.
Let's see. That's gonna be a 13.
You miss. You send the arrow through the trees, just zipping inches away from the spider.
And I believe with the Dread Ambusher first turn, I get to take an additional attack action with my weapon.
Okay.
And that one's gonna be a... I just need to do quick math. That's gonna be a 26.
To hit. That does hit my little scrungly fella.
Okay. For just so I because I can do this for that damage.
Mm-hmm.
Sparky's using his reaction to give that weapon attack additional 1d6 lightning.
Oh, we love the synergy. This synergy is popping already.
So as she like fires the arrow, a little spark of electricity hits off and hits the arrow. It's going to do an additional 1d6 lightning. That you can roll.
That's gonna be 11 damage from the arrow. It's...
Beautiful. Okay.
And then who's rolling the lightning?
You can roll it.
It's a 6 or an 8.
1d6.
D6.
That's gonna be a 3 for the lightning.
Oh, this arrow zips through the tree, nailing this beast at the top. I'm gonna flavor this a little bit, if you don't mind, Jackson. That when the arrow sinks into this beast, Sparky whips his head to where he hears the impact and creates a draconic call, and lightning from the sky doesn't come from the arrow, but it hits the spider from a cloud itself as it's pouring rain. He commanded the elements to strike this beast.
Yes.
Next, is that your turn? Sorry, before I move on to the next in initiative.
That would be the end of my turn.
That's one of my scrungly boys. It's this fella, so he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to turn and he's going to attempt to spit some web at Mr. Cashton. Mr. I almost called you Mr. Bibblesmith. That is not the right person for this. It's fucking Jesus.
Mr. Goodberry.
Mr. Goodberry, I apologize deeply.
that Michael does not make a character.
That is 8, 9, 10, 11. That is 12 to hit you, Mr. Goodberry.
I have an AC of 20.
This just... Whoa! It does not hit. It spits its web at you. It does absolutely nothing, lands next to you. Next in initiative is one of my scrungly boys, which was the one that is what struck by lightning. So it's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Right up against our resident calico cat, Velveeta. I keep clicking. Sparky, stop it!
He's been a good boy. He's stopping the DM.
No, you cannot stop me. And he's going to attempt to bite Velveeta. That is 9 plus 5.
That did not hit. That would be a 14.
So it lunges forward with its fangs, misses as you, very swiftly, as if you are a cat, dive out of the way. Next is finally another one of my scrungly fellas, who is Mr. C, who's going to go 5, 10, 15, and attempts to bite Mr. Goodberry. That is 5 plus 15, so 20.
Hits.
Roll the d8. That is 6 plus 3 damage. Can you roll me a Constitution saving throw?
18.
18. So you only take half of this, okay? So 5. You take 5 damage. That is already halved for you.
Ouch.
Of poison damage. Now, last in our initiative order is Velveeta. Give him hell, Velveeta. Oh, I'm zoomed out. I'm sorry, editor. I'll get better at this, I promise.
Someone tried to attack me.
Mm-hmm.
Right here.
There's Mr.
Little giggle for me.
He's the only one that is relatively low.
I'm going to use my... Actually... I was going to pull out a rapier.
Let's go. Let's get some pokey action. Hold on. That doesn't sound appropriate.
That doesn't sound quite right.
14.
Hits. Meets it, beats it.
Hey, yo. For real. Nice.
Kill it.
And then 11 damage.
You skewer this beast. It winces in pain. Its leg shakes as you pull your rapier free. This thing's on its death's door. And we go back to the top of initiative, unless you've got something else, Velvet. Sorry, I keep forgetting people have bonus actions.
That is a good question. I do technically have bonus actions, but I'm going to keep this stuff secret because character development.
Look at Velvet wanting to do character development.
Yeah. So nope, that is all.
Going back to the top of the order is Mr. I've just ABC. So he's gonna turn his attention to Mr. Jackson. He's gonna try and bite you. He's gonna try to get a little nibble, if you will. That is 5 plus 15, 15 plus 5, Jesus, which is 20.
Yeah, he hits.
Roll me Constitution saving throw. I'll roll this damage.
Okay. Oh, that's gonna be a 6.
So you're gonna take 4 plus 3 piercing damage. And since you failed, you're going to take all of this poison damage, okay?
Okay, yep.
That's 8 plus 6 poison damage.
Okay.
You feel it. Let me just describe those who've been bit and are feeling the poison. You feel yourself beginning to get tired. It burns at the injection site, and you feel yourself begin to get woozy, and you're falling susceptible to the poison. So back in order is Cass. You just saw Jackson get absolutely munched on by a spider.
How hurt is he looking?
Jackson, that's up to you to describe. Yeah,
He
absolutely.
ain't looking good. He's looking very tired at the moment, and that bite definitely took a lot out of him.
I am going to.
Oh wait, I need to make a constitution. I have concentration on smite.
Oh yes, yes. Roll your.
Damage should I take total?
I forget.
I took. Okay, yeah. I took 21 damage,
Jesus.
and so what is that? Half that for Constitution, which would be like 11.
Yeah.
Or 10.
We'll do 10. We'll do 10. We'll do 10.
I don't know, but oh yeah, I keep it. He's still on fire.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Oh wait, yeah, he's still on fire. He needs to take.
Oh yes, my apologies. Sorry, I totally forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, I was.
That is what is it? 6 plus 1, so 7 Constitution.
Take the damage.
What's how much is he taking?
1d6 all of it, right?
Roll that d6.
Does anyone else smell burnt carapace?
Oh, that smells like burnt fingernails.
3 points of damage.
It hisses in pain as its carapace begins to crack and boil underneath the fire.
Cool. There we go. Now you can take your turn, Michael. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I'm gonna cast a level 2 Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay. Get that healing. Get that good healing.
Heals me for 14 health,
Okay.
so I'm back at full. And then I'm going to use a bonus action to heal my boy over here, Jackson.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
With another second level, it's gonna be a second level healing word.
Oh.
Thank you, my good man.
And healing word level 2, you're going to get 9 points of health.
It's better than I'm at right now.
Fantastic.
And then I end my turn.
Okay, just a burst of healing comes from Mr. Goodberry. Next, Jackson. Let's get swinging.
Yeah, he's gonna. I'm gonna do my turn, then Sparky's. That's just how we'll organize it. Swinging. I'm swinging at the boy.
Swing him, crack him, kill him. I want him dead.
That is a. 1 second, sorry. 19.
The hits.
And I'm just gonna roll it on D&D Beyond. 14 points of slashing damage.
You bring down this longsword, piercing this creature's front mandibles, and you sink your blade through into its upper body, and you pull it free as this spider falls limp, and that is your first kill of the campaign.
Let's go.
Mr. Is dead. You killed
Mr. I killed and then I'm gonna go. Boop. He's next.
Fantastic.
No, I'm gonna use my bonus action to command Sparky to attack.
Okay.
He's gonna go and munch on the one munching on Velvet.
Beautiful.
And so he has a +5 to hit on this. That is going to be a 15.
15. 15 hits.
Okay, and he does 1d6 plus 2.
Which one are you attacking? Let me just get that's. You're killing.
I'm killing.
If you've hit, it's got 1 point of health. How is Sparky doing this?
Sparky turns, see that the spider that he struck with lightning is still alive. How odd. He runs over and he's gonna just clamber on top of it, like down on its head, giving some good old-fashioned revenge for his the fallen humanoid here. He just bites and tears this thing's head clean off.
Beautiful, and that's the second dead of the campaign.
Yippee.
We'll say Sparky's dead now since he was on top of it.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
And is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Next in initiative is Mr. Duh. Where is Mr. Duh? He's the one next to Ferrari. He's going to try and bite Ferrari.
Oh.
Sorry, Ferrari. You're about to do it to you. Ferrari. That's a natural one. He misses. And with a natural one, we're going to do a spectacular failure for this one. As it lunges forward, Ferrari, you kind of like sidestep, using its own momentum against it. It falls this direction. It is now knocked prone as it's on its back, trying to get itself back up. And with that, it's now your turn.
Ferrari is just real angry with this boy, right? So she's gonna immediately use her bonus action for Zephyr Strike.
Oh.
And move away just a little bit. Draw her bow and shoot it immediately.
Let's go. Let's see that damage.
So first we gotta roll to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be a 25.
That hits.
Alright, so that's gonna then take the arrow damage as well as the 1d8 force damage.
Beautiful.
And I'm also going to have Sparky use his reaction to infuse strike with another 1d6 of lightning damage.
Let's do it. This thing's not been touched. Let's get all this damage.
So that's gonna be 10 for the arrow.
Okay.
That's gonna be 7 for the force damage.
Okay.
And then the d6 for Sparky. 2 for Sparky.
Okay, it went from full health to really fucking hurt very quickly.
Yeah.
And is that your turn?
That is... I get an additional 30 feet of movement on top of that, so I moved 5, 10, 15. Ryan's gonna just move back a little bit more, just to really secure herself a good place to shoot from, and then end her turn there.
Beautiful. Next is one of my scrungly fellas, which is this one, who's going to... right here. And he's good. And now it's going to try and bite Velvet. That's 18 plus 5. So you're going to take 3 plus 3, so 6 initial damage. Now make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Saving throw, bet 19.
19, so you saved. You should only take half of this damage, so I'm going to roll it. Okay, plus... So you take only 2, that's already half for you, so you take 2 points of poison damage as it poison sinks into your body.
Yes, almost half my health.
Now, next in order is one of my spiders, but he's dead, so the next one is another one of my spiders who is right next to Castian, and he is going to try, and he's Cassidity. He's going to turn his attention to Jackson, who just butchered one of his brethren, and it's going to try and web attack you.
Does he get disadvantage because he's right up against me?
Yeah, he's going to roll this twice. Twice, that is 12 plus 5 to hit.
That hits.
Can you make me a strength check, please?
A check or saving throw?
Saving. No, strength check, not a saving throw, just a check.
Oh. God. 19 plus 3, 22.
So yes, okay. So you are wrapped up for this turn. You are restrained until your next turn. You've already made the roll, so you're going to burst out at the start of your next turn.
Okay. Does that take anything from my turn, or...?
You know what? No, we won't do that.
Alright, I just wanted to make sure, just so I know.
But you are restrained, and it's going to move away. So, Mr. Bill, so if you do have an opportunity attack to hit the spider...
You say he's moving away?
Yes, 5, 10, 15.
For reactions, can I do a
This is
magic also, or just physical?
just physical. This is a opportunity attack.
Warcaster gives you the spell.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I don't have any unarmed strike damage.
Do you don't have a dagger or anything?
No, because I just have the shield in my hand.
Okay. So you punch this thing, and it just nothing. your little fist couldn't quite find purchase.
Frail old man fist.
So after that, it is Velveeta's turn. You are now flanked by two scrungly fellas.
I hate them both. I hate them, not hate.
I hit them both with absolute finesse. You cannot stop me. I'm invincible.
I wish it was that easy.
My character's name is Lord Velveeta Farlsparkia. She is a level 15 everything.
I'm multi-classed in every class.
God. Let me see here. If I have 2-weapon fighting, does that just mean I can attack with 2 weapons, or does it mean I can attack with 2 targets?
2-weapon fighting is if you have, let's say you have a hand axe and a short sword, you could attack with both.
Or if I had 2 daggers. Or...
Yes. No, because rapiers aren't classed as light weapons.
Okay, but it's... Okay, fair. But I'd still expect you'd be able to use the secondary weapon.
You would be surprised, but you can't. You can't even do it in Baldur's Gate. You can't do a wield with a rapier.
Like,
Yeah.
Using logic and like actual physics stuff, IRL, you would be able to.
Oh, absolutely. A rapier is supposed to be a light weapon, but we're going by the rules, Mrs. Velveeta. I've got to get my pronouns right.
To take anything, switch weapons.
It will take an action.
Damn. I guess that's my. I guess that would just be my turn done immediately. I will just use my rapier then.
Which one are you stabbing in the face?
Which one looks the healthiest?
Which one looks the healthiest?
Two of them have been hit, have they?
That's Mr. C and Mr. B. I don't think either of them actually been hit. Let me double check.
They webbed me before.
Yeah, they are both haven't been touched this entire fight.
Ah, bastards. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go for the one who is not in range of anyone else. So the guy bottom.
Mr. B.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if you can hit him.
With a that almost went to bad, but 25.
Yeah, you fucking hit. Good lord.
Oh, and then fucking I rolled the lowest damage possible.
So, Velveeta, you're ready for this. You anticipate every movement, and you lunge forward, finding purchase just to not go as deep as you really wanted to. And is that your turn?
Can't really move without getting opportunityed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any spells. Oh, this is like the first character I play without spells. Interesting.
Is that your turn?
I'm gonna say. Wait. Disengage doesn't let me disappear from the opportunity, right?
Yes, but if you do bonus action disengage, that does not provoke opportunity attacks.
It doesn't.
Yes, if you bonus action disengage, you can run away without these two having to fight you.
Well, there's not really anywhere I can run to.
There's plenty of places you can go. This is where we... Editor, please find every open spot on this map which you can go to.
Every single square that is free.
Still prone, and it's gonna have to get up.
Yeah, Velvet, nothing can attack you if you move right now. You can move anywhere on this board with your full movement and nothing could hit you.
Okay, but they just have to run up to me and they can attack me again.
Move, damn it!
Okay, I will cunning action disengage, and I'll just gonna. God damn, only 20.
Fucking Michael has 15. Leave it.
I'm gonna hop over the body and go here. Well, not hop, but step over the body and go here.
Beautiful. And is that your turn? Okay, so back to the top of initiative, Cassinity. Sorry.
Again.
I'm a firebolt this boy.
Do it. Let me see it. You will have advantage since it's still prone.
A 11 or a 21.
The 21 will do it.
Okay, so it's going to be fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
It will be 9 fire damage.
So, Mr. Castinity, as you point your finger and say the beautiful words, Ignis, this thing bursts into flame from the inside. Carapace, it lights up like a light show before it pops quite delicately, and it collapses dead. Your first kill of the campaign. Congrats. And is that your turn?
It would be an action to hand someone something, right?
We'll say bonus action.
If I wanted to hand one of the berries to my boy over here.
Yeah, that's a bonus action.
Okay. I'm gonna hand you a single good berry.
A good berry, just as a treat.
Mr. Jackson.
You get a good berry as a treat.
Okay, so that's for me or for Velvet, because you pinged Velvet and.
I thought. Oh, is there 2 people here? Just...
Yes, that is Mr. Jackson and Velveeta.
I was
I'm
there.
here.
I'm right next to you, so.
Okay, all right, yeah. Okay, I'll make sure that I.
I'm too short.
Ferrari and Vicinity have Joker colors.
Is that your turn, Cass? Jackson, you're up.
Okay, my boy. So I break free from the webbing.
Yeah, you shrug this off, break out of this slowly solidifying webbing.
And I'm going to come over here. I'm going to make sure boy is not in range of opportunity attacks, correct?
Your Sparky, he's not.
Yeah, okay. Sparky's going to go, and he's within 30 feet of everyone here, right?
Yes, he is.
Hey, cool. And Mr. Jackson's going to go ahead and swing at the one right in front of him.
Let's do it. That is C. That is Spider C.
That's a natural 20.
Beautiful. Let's get that damage.
Let's get it. Okay, so that is 2d10 plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
That is 17 points of slashing damage.
17. Okay.
If Sparky moved 15, he can move up 1. Because my bonus action is going to be command Sparky to bite.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, because I just realized he can use reactions on his own, and is he still within 30 feet of everyone, or has he moved away from Ferrari enough?
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, 25 feet. He's in range.
All right, good. He's going to bite this boy.
Okay, let's do it.
18 plus 5
18 plus 5.
to hit.
Yes, that hits. That hits.
And he does a D6. Does a D6? These damn notifications for... Okay, yeah, 1d6. That's 2. Okay, so... That's going to be 7 points of piercing damage.
7 points of piercing. Beautiful.
Yep.
He's still up. He's still moving about, still being a scrungly fella around these parts.
And that is... Yeah, that's going to be my turn.
Okay, next in order is Ferrari.
Yep. 1 second.
Let me just get the spiders. There we go. Sorry, just had to get them arranged properly.
Ferrari's gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20 here so that she can get a better view, and she's gonna shoot for this one down here.
Okay, Mr. B.
Mr. B. And that's gonna be a 22.
That hits. Let's get that damage.
That's gonna be 14. 12.
12 damage?
12 damage.
Beautiful. All right, it's wounded. Finally getting some numbers on these fellas. And is that your turn?
Yeah, that's gonna be it for her.
Okay, so he was just bit, and it's his turn, so he's gonna go. He's gonna get over here, and he's gonna attempt to bite you.
Fucker.
14 plus 5 to hit.
Hits.
He's going to do. Can you roll me Constitution saving throw as well, please?
Absolutely.
6 plus 3 damage, by the way.
That's a 14 for Constitution.
So you pass the save, so you're going to take half of this. I will half it for you. You're going. My apologies. You are going to take 3 damage additionally.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Next is my other scrungly fellow who's going to turn and try to bite Jackson. That is 6 plus 5 to hit.
Misses.
Again, lunges forward, misses, doesn't find purchase. And next in order is Velveeta.
It is my turn, yes.
You know, every time, editor, Zach, my friend, every time Velvet takes more than 5 minutes to do a turn, can we get the Jeopardy music playing in the background?
Hey, I'm not
More
saying
than
it'll take 5
minute,
minutes.
honestly. More than 1 minute.
Hey, no, shut. Can I put up my bow and shoot someone?
Yes, you can.
In return, we have to get a counter for every time Rennie refers to Cassinity by the wrong.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get a wrong name counter on screen.
Oh yeah, do it right now. Do it right now.
right, bing. There we go. Right there, bing. I'm dude. I need to pay Zach. I gotta give Zach some money for these edits.
I'm going to target the spider in front of the owl.
Let's do it.
Oh.
Because that's the only one I have a clear shot at.
Let's go. That is Mr. B. That hits. I hits Mr. B.
Okay, Sparky's gonna use his reaction to infuse that with lightning damage as well.
Well, Velvet just rolled its damage. Okay. So it rolled its health points. So, Velveeta, how are you killing the spider? Let's get a description from Velveeta.
Shoot face.
I guess I will do it myself. Velveeta.
Still, the reaction would still happen if you want to add that as well, because
again, absolutely, again. So again with the arrow, Velveeta drops to one knee, pulling the arrow back, and with quite beautiful accuracy, pierces one of the many eyes of the spider, and lightning is called down, almost exploding its head all over Aurora. And congratulations, there's another kill for the campaign. Next in the initiative is Cassinity. We're not going to get a bing for that one.
I'm worried about opportunity attack, so 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Only move 15 feet.
He's a little fella.
With small legs. I'm gonna cast Firebolt.
Let's go. This thing has
a 19.
Yes. How? What dice can you roll for that? By the way.
For damage.
Yeah. What's the lowest you can roll? Okay. So yeah, roll it.
Rolls.
Let's roll it.
I got an 8.
Oh yes. How are you killing this, Mr. Bill Smith? Fuck, Mr. Goodberry. I'm so sorry.
The one.
I'm just flicking that shit towards him.
Just you get with a lot of relaxed grace coming from Mr. Cassidy. He flicks a beautiful firebolt, whispering under his breath the words Ignis, burning this spider from the inside out, and you are all out of initiative.
Mirari is going to ignore her pain, ignore her damage, and immediately start picking up plants.
What are you looking for in particular?
Anything she can use to make any antidotes for poison, or anything she can use to make it.
Okay, so I'm gonna need a survival check to see if those plants exist in your area.
Yep.
And if they do, you will get a nature check to produce a little antidote.
That's gonna be for survival 16.
With a 16, you immediately start scampering around like a little feral owl, and you find nothing of the sort to produce an antidote in this area. Just very beautiful roses, little tulips, a few mushrooms that you don't really recognize, but there's nothing here to create an antidote. But as these spiders are taken from the mortal coil, you feel the poison wear away.
Cool. Mirari is gonna go over to the mushrooms and still pocket them for later.
Okay, actually, in that case, I need you to add a custom item to your inventory. It's not on D&D Beyond, but just write a custom item in. This is called where is it? Go through my notes. I apologize. Get the paper. Where is it? Vegetation at 1. Red mushroom. Where is it? Is that a polka dot mushroom? It is a polka dot mushroom. You have wolf fang mushrooms.
Okay, I'm just gonna add that in as a ration and edit it.
Beautiful. What are the rest of you doing as you all crumple these spiders?
Ooh, sorry.
I'm gonna make sure everyone's okay. I'm gonna bring my pouch of good berries out, looking at everyone.
I'm gonna pop a good berry.
Okay.
I'm going to go get my arrow back.
Are you hurt?
From the face of the spider.
Hmm?
Wait, what's your pronouns? Or does anyone have any pronouns I should know?
I'm a standard human male, popping a good berry. How much healing does a good berry do?
4 health. If you want more,
Okay.
I have plenty.
Mirari is just.
Yeah, fucking police siren in my background. Editor, 1 second, guys. Let me just get rid of this fucking. Right, I'm just gonna mute. You guys continue. I apologize.
Yes.
And I get my arrow back from the spider's face that I shot.
Hey, Velvet, are you injured at all?
Oh yes, very much so.
I'm gonna go through my little baggie and hand you 2 good berries. Eat these. They'll make sure you're full, and 2 they'll heal you. I have plenty of them.
Just Mr. Goodberry going around handing out little treats. He's like the old man that hands out toffees.
I feel like the mushrooms do not weigh 2 pounds.
Oh yeah, I eat the berries.
Ferrari, are you okay?
Full health.
Are you okay? Are you hurt?
On a scale of 7 to 28,
What?
Ferrari is very dazed and out of it. She's spouting bullshit right now. But it's very clear
Jackson
she is
realized,
injured.
Yeah. Jackson just looks at Cassidy and goes, "Yeah, she's messed up. She took one heck of a bite back there."
If I give the berries, will that overfill them physically? Enough nourishment to sustain a creature for a day. I don't know if sustain means fully
No, sustain is just to keep you fed. But like we discussed before the campaign, if you constantly eat them all the time, their effect will eventually it won't give you the filling effect.
I can use magic, or if you want one of my berries, they should fill you.
If you want my pain.
I don't want you to be in pain.
I prefer magic. Yeah.
Okay. I have I'll cast a Cure Wounds on you, level 1.
Good.
You will be healed for 9 health.
Now to address the party. You stand around in this semi-open field of dead spiders and decapitated man. You notice that these directions here and here lead the same way. You came from here, and this area is too dense of a forest as long as this area here.
Wait, so we came from here?
Yeah, you came from this direction. If there's anything you'd like to investigate in the area, let me know.
The log, the dead man by the log. Ferrari wants to assess that pouch.
The pouch? Roll me an investigation.
Yep, can do.
By the way, it's raining right now, right?
It's pouring right now. You guys...
Under the tree.
Okay.
It's gonna be an 18.
With an 18, you find 16 gold pieces and a small ruby gemstone.
She's keeping the ruby, but she'll divvy out the gold between the party.
Beautiful. I'll let you do that in your own time. You also notice that this log is being pulled down by roots into the earth as you stand next to it. Jackson, what are you doing over there?
I want to perform some basic funeral rites.
Okay.
This guy's axe on his chest and put his hands overlapping it, and then I want to search him for any kind of identification that could tell me who he was.
Yeah, roll me investigation.
Okay. That is a 6.
Even with a 6, he's not trying to hide anything from you. There's no secret compartments on a person. You go through this individual's pockets. You find a amulet that is just hanging around the stump of his neck. You see that he was a paladin, belonging to a religion that you don't really recognize by the amulet. But going through his person, you find a handbill that is secured. It's basically a fancy word for that's his job. This is what he was here to do.
Okay. I take the handbill just so I can try to identify it later.
Are you reading the handbill?
Is it open? Or is it sealed?
No, it's an open handbill. It belonged to him.
Oh yeah, I'll read it to see if I can see if his name's on it.
You see the name. He's addressed as a Sir. He's Sir Becker, and the job he was here to do was investigate a goblin camp in the area, meaning he did not belong to the troop that was on the ship.
Okay.
Yes.
Just quick. Good beer is heal me fully, right?
No. 4. 1d4.
1d4.
No,
I
it's
think
just
it's
regular
4.
4. Just 4? It's 4. You get 4 hit points back.
Get 8 back since 8-2 then.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
Feeling very
Okay, yeah, after that he kind of sits the amulet again, he kind of, you know how in other religions like beads, people kind of put those beads around their hands.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of does that with the amulet here, with the wrapping around it.
Yeah.
And just kind of solemnly then just stands up, and I'm going to pocket the handbill.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just kind of wait for everyone else to finish up what they're doing, and Sparky's gonna come next to me.
Ferrari is gonna pick one of the roses and place it over top of Jackson's arrangement.
Can you both roll me a religion check real quick?
Yes, sir. That's gonna be a 17.
And for you, Jackson, all I got was
18.
18. Okay. You both notice for a brief moment as you give this individual his funeral rites, a parting in the cloud begins to form, and a small beam of light comes through onto his amulet, only for mere seconds, and you both have one inspiration.
Ooh.
No.
And afterwards, he just looks around at everyone. He goes, "Well, seems this poor fellow wasn't from the ship. He was sent here to investigate goblins. So that's something we're gonna have to deal with."
Wait, how can you tell?
He kind of takes out the handbill. It says he was sent here to investigate goblins.
Can I read it?
Sure. Do you want me to come over there, or
I come over here.
It comes out from beneath the tree.
But it's raining. I don't want to get cold.
God damn it, Sparky! I need my character.
So, I want to read it, and from what you told me, there's probably directions. So if we go backwards, like if it says go east, we just go west, and maybe that'll take us back to a town. If that makes sense.
It's possible.
Going through the note, since both of you are looking at it, it's coming from the city of Saul itself, and all it says is within the area, so you can presume that this individual is a local, and to him that means something within the area, so you can judge that you're probably close to Saul, but also this goblin camp.
Maybe should we go to the goblin camp, or should we just try going to Saul?
Can I make some sort of check to try to connect the goblins to the shipwreck and see if like maybe they could have made that trap I saw?
You know by goblin nature that not all goblins are the same. They belong to different clans and they believe in different things. You've noticed that a lot of the individuals here have died from beasts and weapons themselves. So maybe you're dealing with goblins that have a beast tamer, or they were just victims of looters that came across. It's very difficult to put this all together. It could be a magnitude of things due to the amount of things you've come across.
Okay. Yeah. Jackson's just sort of like, he goes, well, if he was sent to investigate a goblin camp, I'm assuming the goblins wouldn't be too friendly, at least to their suspicions.
Can we maybe, because he's wearing boots probably, can we see if like there's any tracks that would lead to where he is? Maybe just reverse, because if he's running away, then that's where the camp is. If he was just walking more casually, we could probably...
You do know that he hasn't died to goblins. He hasn't made it to any goblins. He was attacked by the spiders that just attacked you all. He came from the beach where you all were, probably to investigate the incident, and then headed towards where he thought the goblins were.
Okay. And
he was jumped by the spiders that were within the trees.
In that case, which way do you guys want to go?
Jackson just kind of turns to the others and goes, do you guys have any ideas?
Ferrari is actively just... She seems to be, like, she's just sitting in silence, quietly, just assessing, letting things set in, trying to judge her next movement, as she's just sitting here beside the body. And she says, I think we should move forward, and considering where a majority of the spiders congregated, I think it's best we head straight that way, and she points in this direction. Because most of the spiders were congregated more so here. So she's assuming there might be more danger ahead this way.
I thought they came from here.
They came from everywhere around us.
Yeah.
But there were two here.
Yeah.
One here, and then one here.
Oh.
Velvet, what do you think?
I don't know. I'm not an explorer.
More of a city cat.
Yeah, if you're not a like explorer, why were you on that boat? Was for explorers explicitly. And Jackson just kind of looks at Velvet suspiciously at this point.
That's suspicious.
He meant business.
Okay.
He just shrugs, like, all right, just kind of weird to me.
Oh, sorry, go on.
But we definitely should all stick together, though, at least. Just because that got
For
pretty
now.
close. I just side-eye you.
Get side-eyed by a gnome.
Jackson just stands there, like, hands on his hips, like, you know what, guys? We did make a pretty good team there.
Ferrari like reaches out to try and like let the dragon center.
Oh, Sparky immediately turns and just starts sniffing. And it just, he is, for the amount of death that has just been given out here, he seems like very happy. Like he is still
He
a
rubs
very
him on
like,
the top
charmed.
of the head and says like real quietly in Draconic, "You did a good job, buddy."
Sparky like just the equivalent to a dragon like bark of like just surprised and immediately
Just-
whips his head.
Sorry.
Yeah, just immediately like whips his head to Jackson because at this point no one is speaking Draconic to him but Jackson. And Jackson just kind of like shrugs. He just goes back over and like excitedly just like circles Ferrari once and then just goes right back to where he's at.
Before we venture off into our next portion, this is going to be our first break. I'm going to stop the recording here. Make a lot of noise so that we get audio levels, we know when to cut. Just, ah! You know, ah! Where we left off, you guys just finished your spider encounter in the woods, and you have found a heading. Which way are you individuals taking?
Hey, what's that blue thing?
Roll me a nature check.
Nature check.
I'm standing
That's
next
gonna
to you,
be
so
a
I offer guidance.
15
Well,
guidance too.
go on.
Adds a d4.
So I get to roll a d4 on top of my 15. That's gonna turn it into a 17.
With a 17, you discover a flower that you can, if you're adding it to your pack, you call it the Divine Tears.
Oh. That's gonna be another ration turned into a plant.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's just what I'm doing, I guess.
So just to put it in perspective for everybody going on right now, the storm is bad as it ever was. The rain is pouring, it is loud, thunder is beginning to roll in, and you see a thick layer of fog coming from the beach of which you ventured from.
That's called Divine Tears.
Yes.
Okay.
So, I don't really want us to get sick, so either we should make a camp or start heading in the opposite direction of that fog.
I say, do we know about what time we got hit by the storm?
It was the middle of the night when you were hit by the storm.
Okay, so yeah, there's no sense of what time it is.
No. And by all the things you've discovered, you don't even know what day it is at this point.
Yeah.
Ferrari's gonna start walking.
Yeah, let's keep moving, at least until we start getting tired.
Okay, can I...
Came from here, so that means this would be the opposite way of the fog.
I'm going the way you guys are going.
I just need to grab you all. Copy. Okay, you guys are free to move.
I hope the bird's okay.
Ferrari gonna go.
And yeah, it's why we're here.
So you guys are heading to the top of the screen. We'll just say north for now because, you know.
Can Ferrari make a bird noise to see if the crows respond?
You can if you wish.
She make bird noise.
You are met with a resounding silence.
Oh no.
They are long gone if they're still alive, she goes.
They were nice. I miss them.
They were nice. They were chill. I'm glad we were able to help the one.
Okay, are you guys ready for the screen turn transition?
Yes.
Okay. You guys find yourself...
Oh,
Oh!
I called it, I guess.
You guys want to turn around?
Those are goblins, but what
I
are these?
wanna duck behind a bush and go in stealth.
Okay, before you guys do anything, let me describe the scene before you. You find yourselves at the very gates of what seems to be a goblin camp. But for those familiar with goblins, no, they don't really have an organized camp. They don't have beautiful tents, a nice arranged fire. They don't have storage set out in a tidy manner. But you do see a very large humanoid with an axe who's looking very nervous, on edge almost, as he's looking at the goblins who are looking around, flipping over the books, going through objects. What would you guys like to do?
Stealth.
Stealth.
I don't want to be stealthy. I want to make friends.
I was about to say, these guys might just,
Do you speak
What's called?
goblin?
I'm stealthing into this bush, or these bushes.
Well, a lot of the people on the boat seem to speak common, so I assume since this is a new island or
So for those going into stealth, please roll me stealth checks.
Okay, I'm gonna also have Sparky go over here near Ferrari and try to stealth.
That's gonna be a nat 20, turning it into a 28.
Mm-hmm. Okie dokie.
It's gonna be a 12 for me.
Okay.
Let me get boys stealth. What is stealth's?
Can can Ferrari help Sparky hide with her nat 20?
I think stealth is dex.
Is it Dex? Okay.
Stealth is
Yes.
dex, yeah.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. He doesn't need the help.
So you all tuck away nice and carefully into the bushes, not in the tree line, not too loud. Who else is stealthing?
I'm standing out in the clear.
I'm gonna be next to Mr. Goodberry here.
Can Ferrari get a read on the humanoid sitting at the campfire?
Roll me perception check.
Yeah. That's gonna be a 10.
A 10. With a 10, you only get a clear sight line on this individual, who is watching the goblins very carefully, looking rather nervous. You do notice that the humans are injured, and they look quite prepared for where they are, so they may have been here a while. But you do notice that they're not too comfortable with the goblins being around them at this moment in time.
Ferrari turns to Sparky and speaks very quietly in Draconic. I think the humans humans are under threat because they seem to be uncomfortable.
Sparky will just kind of nod, but he doesn't. He doesn't. He's in stealth mode, so he's just kind of like still. But you kind of get the sense that he definitely acknowledges it.
Is there any way Ferrari can get up here quietly?
That would be a hell of an athletics check.
Would I be able to use my inspiration?
Yeah, you could use inspiration for anything.
I'm using it for that athletics check to see if I can do it. Either way, that's gonna be a 7.
A 7? With a 7, you try to find a footing, but with the rain pouring down and this is like moss you're trying to climb. This is like the mossy side of a hill. You do not get a footing, and you do drop your stealth for that moment.
Hey. Oh, that's just a tree stump. It's like plant? No.
We definitely can't.
Can Ferrari get a read on that new guy?
He's wearing a mask. You can't tell what is going on with this individual.
Can I just like stealth through the bush and like peek here?
Yeah, roll me stealth.
Oh. I lose my inspiration.
Oh, 27.
Yeah, you slide on through almost cat-like, you would say, watching every footing carefully, avoiding any twigs that would make a loud snap, and you peer your head through the other side, and you begin to hear the humans whispering each other in common, along the lines of, "As long as we don't fight back, we're going to be okay." And you see the other human nods, kind of holding on to his short sword very tightly. Now to the rest of you, what would you like to do?
I feel like in this situation, we might get people killed.
I kind of want to turn to. So, can I see that they're injured and everything, like from here?
You would tell on this individual who's shirtless. Yes, he's got a fair few injuries on him. They don't look like from weapons though. You can imagine that these humans were attacked by the spiders.
Okay. Kind of turn to Cassidy and go. Do we make friends? It seems like our allies are already getting to pretty advantageous positions here. Maybe you could give a little bit of a distraction. Just to make sure, you don't speak Goblin, right?
No, I only know Halfling in common.
Great, because I don't know Goblin, so this is about to be fun. Time to improvise, as most good adventurers do.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start walking.
Yeah, I'm gonna go as far as. So I'll get to like there.
As you guys pass, if you zoom in, you trigger a tripwire.
Oh, yes, I did not.
The tripwire trips, sending off almost like a pre-prepared firecracker, and the goblin turns. They all begin to turn. Cassidy, you look over your shoulder to the right, and you see a little fellow who was tucked away. You hear the shuffling of goblin feet as one climbs a ladder to get a position here. This one turns his attention away from the human he was overseeing, and this one steps forward.
As we're walking, I would have been like waving at them. So like,
What do you fucking muppets want? This is our gig, not yours.
oh, yeah, we got shipwrecked and then we just ran into like a lot of spiders, but like we got taken care of.
What are you on about?
Oh, we're just looking to find the nearest town so we could like have.
Ain't no town for about 5 miles. If you're from that bloody ship, then you would have been dead days ago. You're talking a load of bollocks, mate.
Oh, days ago? Oh, I woke up with like my head hurting like hell, so I'm pretty sure I've just been knocked out since.
Well, like I said, This is our score. You and your bloody friends can fuck off, alright?
Oh, can you point me in the direction of the town so we can kind of...
Why should I help you? You and your pink-skinned friends.
Oh, just so we can get out of your hair, because, like, we're just looking for help.
Do I look like a goblin who helps?
You seem like a nice person. Just having a rough day, it seems like.
You see, as you say nice person, a look of horror crosses this goblin's face. What'd you say?
As this is going on, can I cast something?
What would you like to cast?
I'd like to cast Thaumaturgy.
Okay.
And as like they're getting more like aggressive, they suddenly see. Is that fire within 30 feet of me?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yes, sir.
They see as they start getting more hostile, Jackson just starts to squint and get like aggressive, and then that fire starts to flicker and dim as they're talking.
She turns and said, bloody rain's putting out the fire. Put more wood in it. Right, like I said, this is our score. This is our loot. Now fuck off. Last warning.
Well, we're just worried because there were a lot of spiders there.
Why do you think we found a camp?
Ferrara's gonna push past both of them and start meeting that aggression head on.
Well, if you guys are injured, we can help you. I'm pretty good at healing people.
You've got 5 seconds to get out my sight. What do you want, Beak?
Okay.
How about you stop being a little fuckface and actually listen to us for once?
Everybody roll initiative.
God damn it.
What were you gonna do, Velvet? Just so we can do it.
I was going to what's it called, knock an arrow, and like when he started counting to 5, and at the moment he got to the end, I would just let it go right into his face or something.
Okay.
At whose face?
Like, absolutely not.
Okay, let me just set up these goblins. Everybody roll initiative, but keep it to yourselves.
Oh.
Technically, I don't have to since I'm in stealth.
No, I need initiative.
You're still.
That's not how initiative works.
I know.
Who just saw my pop up, by the way?
I've seen everyone who's using D&D Beyond. I'm just ignoring it.
I didn't reckon. I didn't.
Oh, I straight up posted mine in routes.
Yeah, I'm just ignoring it.
Also, quick question.
No, I mean, just keep it. You guys can see your initiatives between yourselves. Just don't tell me yet.
Oh, okay. I'll put it in.
Okay.
Everyone, chat time.
All right. Because it also gives in the initiative counter. It also, if you guys roll out on D&D Beyond, it puts it in it for me.
I didn't use D&D Beyond, so.
Right. So, Ferrari, what's your initiative?
20.
20, and Jackson.
16.
Really high initiatives from all of you.
I have a +7 to initiative rolls.
Okay. So as Ferrari insults this goblin, you calling me little? Fellas, deal with them. And Cassidy, you are top of initiative.
What happens when you get a nat 20 on initiatives? Or just guarantee you go first?
It just adds. You roll 20, then it just adds your initiative.
Okay, so there's no like hurting it.
No, it's just a 20.
So the guy that is up here, I see him, right?
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna cast Firebolt at him.
Okay.
Does a 24 hit?
It does.
Okay. I'm gonna do 1 fire damage.
Okay. He's drenched in the rain as this fireball hits him. It singes his chest a little bit, and he pats himself off, and he goes, "I'm gonna fucking kill you first, wizard." And is that your turn?
Yes.
Ferrari, you're next in initiative.
I'm just gonna see what I wanna do, because I have so many options.
Again, sorry to the editor. I'm just currently just doing some things real quick.
She's shooting front and center, man. But first, bonus action for Hail of Thorns. Ranged attack.
You have to land that ranged attack.
Yep. Let's hope and pray. That's gonna be a... Oh, math is hard. 27.
That hits.
Yep, I knew it. That's gonna be 8 damage with the arrow itself.
And which one are you attacking? The one in front of you?
The one straight in front of me.
He falls dead immediately as the arrow hits him.
Oh. Well, that's Ferrari's first kill of the campaign. Anyways, that's her turn.
As you kill the first goblin, you hear someone that says, they got the boss man! Every goblin for himself! As this one goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and he's going to try to hit Ferrari.
Oh, but I took the attack action. I get an additional weapon attack.
Unless you call it on your turn, you cannot use it as a reaction.
Fair enough.
So he's going to try to hit you. That's 12 plus 4.
Meets it, beats it.
He's going to roll 1d6 plus 2. So you take 2 damage. No, you take 3 damage. 1 plus 2.
Oh, damn, that's crazy.
As he slashes you with his... To you, it's a dagger. To him, it is a short sword.
Condescending, cooing bird noises.
And he sorry, he finishes his turn, and you see the humans, the ones in red, look over their shoulder and go. They don't really speak, but he stands up and he charges Ferrari and he attempts to stab you. That is 14 plus 3.
Hits!
You take 4 plus 1 slashing damage.
Ferrari's about to die.
And next initiative is Jackson.
From the bushes here, just for flavor, I don't know if it uses anything of Sparky's, but he's gonna roar just as combat breaks out. To have a move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he's in range. I go up to this guy. I just tell him, I go, that was a big mistake, and I'm going to swing at him. Using my bonus action to Searing Smite as well.
Oh, yeah.
That is...
Oops, sorry, editor, I keep forgetting. I need to make sure everything's in shot.
That's a 19 to hit.
19, that hits.
Okay, Sparky's going to use this reaction to give me 1d6 lightning damage added onto this as well.
Okay.
That is going to be 6 slashing damage.
Okie dokie.
Plus an additional 6 fire damage, and he's ignited in flames.
So, as you cut open this individual's chest, he stammers backward on his back foot, the wound embedding flame into his chest, and you see his eyes roll into the back of his head and he collapses dead.
And then after that, lightning from Sparky just like
zaps his body.
There we go. I didn't move that far, right? I only moved 5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna. You know what? Not facing this goblin. Facing these guys. See if they try anything. And I'm going to end my turn there.
Velvet, it's your turn. Oh, actually, let me move these guys because they're not technically part of the order.
Gone.
They just vanished.
Since the goblin that just attacked Ferrari is currently blocked by basically 2 people, we'll target that goblin for over there.
Let's do it.
here. That would be a 10.
Misses. The arrow sings through the air and
Wait, hold up. Before you do that, Velvet's hidden, correct?
Velvet is hidden.
She gets advantage on the attack.
Oh,
Roll again.
yeah.
Never.
That one I rolled.
I'm sorry. I'm
Okay.
sorry. You know, I tried. Yeah, still misses.
The arrow sings off and nails itself into the side of the wooden chest.
Oh, chest.
And is that your turn, Velveto? You still have your movement.
Yeah. But I'm not out of stealth yet, right?
Roll me another stealth check, because you did just fire out of the tree past the goblin, so he's going to look in that direction to see where they came from.
14?
Let me roll his perception real quick to see if he beats that. What's his perception? Oh. Oh. Nothing. He got a 2. Yeah, he doesn't know where that came from. He's, what the fuck was that?
Shit, I just got shot at. Where? Never mind.
And is that your turn? Must have been the bloody wind.
Wind. Yeah, I will.
Okay, that would have been a goblin, but he's dead. So it's the other goblin who got fucking shot with fire. So he's gonna stand where he is. He's going to go here. He now has half cover as he leans out to shoot. We'll say Cashin because he's the one that fucking hit him with fire.
Another one.
Oh, ding! Cassinity. I'm so sorry. That's 18 plus 4 to hit.
Yes.
You're going to take 4 points of piercing damage. And he's also going to use a bonus action because I did some homebrewing with the goblins. He pulls out a little war horn. 5, 10, 15, 20. So this goblin and this goblin are now buffed with something I call rally. So now they are rallied.
I knew it. I knew it. You were playing Baldur's Gate. I knew it.
They now get an addition to their AC.
No.
Next one is Goblin East. What's this boy? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's going to attempt to smack you with his little old scimitar. Far too big for him, but he's going to use it. That is 6 plus 4 to hit.
Yeah, that misses.
You just swing and miss from this little goblin fella. And the next one is this guy. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's going to attempt to bonk you. That is 13 plus 4 to hit.
That hits.
You take 4 plus 3 slashing damage.
Okay.
As he runs up and goes, I don't want to do this! As he hits you with the sword. Next one is Goblin. Bah! Is this boy, he's going to go 5, 10 with a leap. He jumps down. And then 5, 10, 15. And he's going to attempt to hit our good old boy Sparky.
Okay. I have his stats here. He's pretty tanky.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, he's not that tanky.
That first natural 20. Are we Silvery Bobs?
Silvery Barbie was bit.
Silvery Bob's this boy. That is 12 plus 4.
That still does hit.
Oh, at least it's not a crit.
At least it's not a crit, yeah.
He's going to take 4 plus 2 slashing damage.
Okay, he's still up. He's still looking spry.
Back to the top of order for Cassinity. It is your turn.
I choose.
You, Pikachu.
I'm gonna give Rari the advantage from this.
Okay.
So the silver barbs will help you out.
Beautiful.
For my bonus action, I'm going to convert my 2 sorcery points into a level 1 spell, so I get 1 slot back.
Beautiful. Look at Michael knowing his stats.
And That means I have one action left. I am going to use Magic Missile on the boy up here.
Okay.
All 3 magic missiles on him.
Does it hit if he's in half cover?
You can I see him?
As long as you can see him.
Let me check. How big is this goblin? Yeah, you can see him. He's just taller than the barrel.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure as long as I could see any part of him. So the first one's going to be 3 damage, the second one's going to be 3 damage, and it's going to be 2 damage, so 8 damage.
Yeah, he's hit with a volley of magic missiles in the chest and the head, and he collapses, dropping his little bow next to him. He's dead.
Crazy.
Damn, I should have used message on him.
Next one is, unless you've got anything else to do, Cassinity, Ferrari, it's your turn.
No.
Would it be possible for her to switch out for her dagger? Take an action.
What are you currently holding?
Longbow.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's because you have to put away the bow.
Alright, fair enough. I'm gonna aim behind her and shoot this one.
This will be at disadvantage.
She has advantage.
So it's a flat roll. Yeah, it's just a flat roll.
It's canceled out.
If you
It
wanna use
doesn't
it.
matter. I just rolled a 13.
Which goblin is that? That's Goblin B. 13 misses.
Damn, that's crazy. Anyways, that's the end of her turn.
Next will be Goblin D, which is this one. And he's going to attempt to hit Ferrari with his little sword.
Oh no.
That is 6 plus 4.
Misses.
So just barely, he notches one of your feathers, cutting away at it. You see a manic smile coming from this goblin as he knows that you're hurt. Next,
Turns her owl head the like 180 degrees because she was looking behind her and looks at him like, bitch.
Jackson, is your turn.
Time for this one to die.
Goblin D.
Yeah, Goblin Duff needs to go.
Goblin gonna die.
Gonna die, bitch.
19 plus 6 to hit.
That hits.
I'm going to... okay, yep. Two-handed longsword. Let's roll it. 9 damage.
He's dead. How do you want to do it?
He just kind of looks at him, and just a fury in his eyes, and he just goes, die!
I don't like goblins.
He splits him in half.
Oh, good lord.
And because he is in intimidation mode right now. He's trying to intimidate these goblins. And Sparky's going to turn around and attack the... I'm going to give the bonus action to command Sparky.
Let's do it.
That's at 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, 1d6 plus 2. Well then, 3 damage.
He did his best. You know, he did his best.
He did his best, yeah.
And is that your turn, my good friend?
Yes.
Velveeta, it is your turn.
Yes, finally. Let me see here. I will, first of all, move closer to this guy. And I want to grab him and pull him into the bush.
Do you have grapple?
How do I? Let me see.
I think any character can grapple, but...
Is grapple?
Actions in combat grapple.
Yeah, you can grapple him. It will be an opposed strength check.
Oh no.
This is the kicker.
I mean, I'm going for it.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Yeah, I will see if I was going to roll on that 20. No, you grab him and you pull him into the bush.
I'm just gonna put a knife against his throat and just whisper into his ear. Because remember, he said he didn't want to do it.
I'm a cat. Sorry.
I'm gonna whisper into his ear. If you don't want to do it, then don't.
You see, as he feels the blade press against his neck, he stops resisting very quickly.
Amazing.
I just saw him merge with the Tibet.
I was about to say, we all we saw was that get pulled into the damn bushes, like.
Next, is Goblin, which is this Goblin, and he's going to try to hit Jackson with his sword. That's 11 plus 4 to hit.
That misses.
Again, just a swing and a miss from this Goblin, but he is going to take a bonus action, and he's going to use an ability called Nimble Escape, and that's going to disengage, and he's going to start running. If I can grab him. There we go. Come here, you little bastard.
No, there is no.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Next is Goblin Buh, but he's in a bush being grappled. So it's Goblin Buh instead of Bandit Buh. He's also going to take Nimble Escape as a bonus action, and he's also going to attempt to run from Sparky. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Top of the order is Cassinity.
Let's see. The one here, I'm going to use Firebolt.
Let's do it. Ignis! You're going to hit him.
Does a 11 hit?
It does not.
I am.
So again, just a firebolt rings out through the storm into the woods.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have my turn.
Next, the initiative should be Ferrari.
Ferrari immediately draws her, like, puts an arrow, draws, and aims to shoot the goblin.
Oh, my poor boy.
He needs to die. That's gonna be 27.
Hurts.
Damn. I really gotta do it to him.
You really got
That's
to
gonna be an 11. 11 damage.
The arrow hits him between the shoulder blades and he drops dead, face down in the mud.
Fuck you.
And is that your turn?
That would be her turn, yeah.
They're dead. Jackson.
Jackson's gonna go ahead. He's gonna stay here. But he turns around to look at Sparky. And Indracotic just gives the command, Sparky, grapple. And Sparky immediately whips around. And he's gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, he can get to him. He's gonna use his attack to try to grapple this goblin and stop him.
Let's go. Opposed strength.
Yeah, let me get his strength. Okay, he's a hefty boy. That is a 22.
Yeah, you grappled him. Sparky grabs hold of him. I imagine he kind of like pounces him, jumps on his back, and then just keeps him pinned to the floor.
Yeah.
So let's just do this.
He's overtaken the goblin.
And with that, you guys are out of initiative. Feel free to move around the board as freely as you wish.
Ferrari immediately drops holding her wounds. She's like on the ground on her knees in pain.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over here.
So do you have that vicinity?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go tend to our goblin friend over there, and Jackson's gonna go over here.
Have you had a berry yet?
No.
Do you want a berry and then I could heal you with another spell?
How about you give me the berry? I take the potion and then we split the difference with the spell. Yeah.
Okay. How about I heal you with the spell and we can see what's left and then you can drink the potion?
Yeah, okay. Berry, please.
Okay, I hand a berry.
She immediately puts it in her, like, beak.
Okay, I have 4 berries left. And I cast Cure Wounds on you, which is my last spell.
Oh.
Oh,
That will heal you for 7 health.
Ferrari's still feeling pretty banged up. Is just gonna immediately pop and down a potion. She's not taking
Okay.
any risk.
Yeah, the Goodberry in that heals you for additional, or it heals you in total 11.
Yeah,
So-
that's still.
Question
Pretty
for Rennie.
Yes.
Doing short rests.
A lot like Baldur's Gate.
So just instant. There's no time to wait.
You guys, you could choose to have a, spend the time, but we can just do a Baldur's Gate quick rest.
Okay, because I want to do a short rest if I could use one of my hit die to heal a little bit.
I will say, while there's hostiles on the board, I won't allow short rests.
Okay, so while this goblin is still hostile,
Yeah, while there's still things that can actively harm you, I will say no short rest. That seems fair to me.
Okay, yeah, no,
Ferrari,
that's fine, yeah.
feeling better, turns, marches towards the goblin.
I'm gonna go up to the people up here.
Okay.
To the
And I-
dude.
And Velvet is still holding on.
Yeah, I was going to say something, but like, we're not.
Yeah, but go ahead. We'll go to Velvet first, and she's actively been holding this person for quite a while.
yeah.
I was going to say that right after the combat ended, I was gonna let him go and just like leave.
Okay, so he gets to his feet and he steps out, holding his neck. He drops his weapon and goes, "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Oh. We didn't want to do it. It was the goblins."
I mean, aren't you like twice the height or something?
There's so many more of them. This is just half of them.
How's half?
Yeah,
There's only like 5.
they came from a camp from the east near Saul.
Ooh, near Saul, huh? That's a big city. Is it? I think.
You see, he nods, clutching his neck because he's had a dagger pressed to it, so he's a little nervous. But he scampers off over to his friend and they begin conversing. We'll go to Jackson and Ferrari, who's holding down the goblin.
Spark is holding him down.
Sparky's just stood on him, sat on him basically. Just sits on him.
I would say he is sitting. He is actively sitting down as we walk over. Jackson kind of goes over and he kneels down in front of the goblin and he goes, "You speak common?"
No! Maybe.
Takes the sword and puts it up to his neck.
Alright, I speak common! Bloody hell.
Now, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Answer them truthfully, or you're going to lose this.
Fine, Pigskin, I'll answer your questions.
Puts
Be
it up a little bit.
respectful.
Puts it up a little bit more.
Ah!
Neck.
What do you want answered?
How long you been in the area for?
Few weeks, give or take.
Okay. Why are you bothering these fine people over here in their camp?
Loot, obviously.
You been down by the beach lately?
Couple times.
Kill anyone down there?
No, everyone was dead when we got there.
Insight check that.
Yep, go ahead.
17.
He's just being a truthful goblin.
Okay. Jackson just sort of nods. And then kind of turns to Ferrari. You want to ask him anything?
Yeah, how long ago was the shipwreck?
Well, the boss said it was there a couple days, like 2 or 3 days at least.
We were out for several days. That's all I had to ask.
Jackson
What are we
just
doing
nods.
with him?
Well, I'm thinking he can, you planning on running back to your friends and telling them about it?
No, I'm planning to go to the bar. Yes, I'm going back to my bloody clan. You pink skins are so delirious.
You sure about that? Puts the blade up to his neck.
Well, it's either I go there or you kill me. What's the options?
You can leave, not go there, not tell them anything. I'll let you run off. You won't see me again. My Drake friend here will just step off again. You can go.
No, I'm gonna go back to my clan and we'll tell him everything. So you better just kill me and be over with it.
All right, blade through neck.
Just straight through the neck, eyes roll back and face down in the mud.
just wipes the blood off. Sparky just kind of like gets off of him and goes, "You wanted it." Sheaths the blade.
Mr. Goodberry.
I'm gonna go up to the big dude with the axe.
Yeah, this man stands around 7 foot tall.
I'm 3 foot tall, so.
It's very, very, very looking all the way up.
And he saw me actively shooting spells, killing people.
Mhm.
And I'm just gonna go up to him, just a very nice smile, just very laid back. Hi, I'm Mr. Goodberry. How are you?
Hello, I'm Garrett.
Hi, Garrett. I'm gonna assume that your friend who tried to attack one of my friends just did it out of being threatened.
Yeah, it was us or the goblins, and really, I don't know what's going on, really.
That's okay. It could be very dangerous out here. I understand. So we were involved with the shipwreck, and we're looking for Saul. Do you have any idea where that is?
My friend over there might, and he points to the man holding the pickaxe.
I'm gonna look over and like wave, and like get him to come to me.
He sees he's in a conversation with the man in front of him.
I will cast message. Hey, could you come over here for a second, please?
Oh shit, yeah. He looks around.
And he just sees me waving.
One moment, fella. You see, the man in the red hands him a wrapped, almost like a scroll, almost. So he tucks it into his little waistband, and he steps over. To the rest of you, what would you guys like to do before we start this conversation?
I would like to. First of all, that masked guy. I want to loot him. See what he got on him.
Head on over.
I don't know where he was.
Right. Yeah.
He was like right here.
Oh, the one in the robes. Yeah, he's dead here.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to loot him.
Yeah. Roll me an investigation.
Got on him. This is gonna see me looting their dead friend. 19.
With a 19, you find no armor, no weapons, no coin, but you find a set of thieves' tools.
Oh.
What did he smack Ferrari with then?
The broken dagger.
Oh.
Damn. So I just put one extra on my thieves tool.
Yeah, you get one extra thieves' tool. Because every time you lockpick something, it uses one thieves' tool. We're going to use Baldur's Gate logic.
Okay. Second, I would like to go get my arrow.
So every time, or every time you fail?
Every time. They're going to be a very common consumable in the world.
I will get my arrow now.
We'll go to Ferrari, who's over by the boat.
Ferrari is looking around for anything of interest.
You immediately recognize the boat that you stood next to as a lifeboat from the ship that you were on, and a lot of the supplies are crates and boxes from the boat. These people here seem to be some kind of looters or scavengers.
She's gonna rifle through everything, see if there's anything worth picking.
Roll me investigation.
Investigation. That's gonna be a 10.
With a 10, you find wrapped preserves from the ship, a couple bottles of ale, and a few empty bottles, and that's about it.
She'll take the ale and the empty bottles.
Okay. And we'll go back to Mr. Goodberry.
Yeah, so we were looking for Saul. We were part of the shipwreck, and
You were the poor souls on that boat?
yeah, I remember going to the storeroom and I saw a lady stabbed and a goblin over her with a knife, and then they set off some kind of explosion. And we woke up on the beach earlier today.
Yeah, we're from Saul. I'm Jessup. We've got a map if you want that.
Oh, that'd be very kind of you.
He points over to the table where you see Velvet prowling too closely to a chest that clearly doesn't belong to her.
Hey, I'm getting my arrow.
I just side-eyed her. Yeah, we don't mean you guys any harm. We can tell that you guys were pretty much threatened by them.
Yeah, sorry about that. It was, us or you, and I quite like me living, to be honest. Nothing personal, just, don't want to die.
Oh, it's okay. That's also why we killed them, because we like living too.
Yeah.
So, do you think we would be able to get to Seoul within tonight, or do you think it's a big journey?
It's at least 4 or 5 days travel on foot, really. Plus the spiders, and, bit nerve-wracking, really.
Do you, I would have to check with the rest of my group, but do you think we'd be able to stay here for the night? So,
We ain't staying here, mate. We're getting up and we're leaving. You can have the camp. We're just gonna go. We've pressed our luck too many times, and honestly, I'm done with these goblins and spiders. We're gonna go. We're gonna take that boat though. We are gonna run a risk going by the sea.
Okay, well, you have a safe trip. Are any of you guys injured?
No, apart from him, 80 points, the dead guy that you guys killed.
Fuck.
All he did was run up and smack someone and say nothing. If he would have said, "I don't want to do this," maybe I would have had second thought.
Hey, don't matter to me, mate. He was a shit miner anyways. Right, fellas, let's pack up and go, and you guys can mingle amongst yourselves. Like a good 5-10 minutes past, these guys pack their bags with what the things they need, and they all group up and they all head out as a group together.
Except for the dead one.
Yeah, they don't even bury him. They just leave him in the dirt, face down. They don't care.
Well, Ferrari's gonna drag him off to go bury him then.
Yeah.
I think if you are you going with her?
Yeah, but
then if she's not going alone, then Sparky's gonna stay here with Jackson.
yeah.
I think she's gonna bury him in this little grove right here.
Gonna curl up around the fire.
I'll help you carry him or drag him, whatever.
I think we're just gonna carry him because dragging him would smear blood and track shit. So
I'm also very short, so.
If you guys need help, I can help.
let's see if we can pick him up together.
I'll use.
Let's get that strength check.
Steve,
I have very low strength.
that's a 13 from me.
Yeah, Ferrari can hoist him up by herself.
Okay, then Ferrari hoists him and carries him over to here.
I think we should.
To the forest for...
I think we should stay at this camp at least for tonight, so we can kind of collect our thoughts and.
Yes.
I think this is because there's also the high ground up there. We can put up our stuff and.
Well, and honestly, considering the fact that none of the goblins got away, I doubt they'll be suspicious unless they usually come back in short order. But knowing these goblins, maybe not.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty much out all of the spells. I can still hit things, but if anyone gets injured again, I can't really do much.
Yeah, I'm down to the last of my reserves of energy as well.
Yeah.
So what we will do is, while you guys are hanging around camp, is there anything you like to do before you guys rest for the evening?
He's gonna go bury a body.
You can bury him. There's a shovel there. You've got all the time. Because I'm not going to make you make any checks since you've got all the time in the world to do this.
And hold a small funeral for him in the forest.
Yeah, I wanna collect all these goblin bodies, go through them, make sure they don't have anything useful on them, and then kind of like get them away from the main campsite, just so that.
Going through the goblins, the armor's too small for you and already damaged. Their weapons are crude and wouldn't hold up in an actual battle. But on one of the goblins, the one with the one that was holding the bow, he's wearing a strange amulet with the symbol of a crow in the middle of it.
Can I see if I recognize it at all?
Roll me a history check.
Okay, alrighty. 18.
With an 18, you recognize this amulet from the city of Devin, from which some of you or none of you originate from, but you know of the city. This is the order. This is the Order of Crows, which is an order of alchemical geniuses who still wear the old-timey plague doctor's outfit, They're known to fight with potions and medicine to their advantage. They're rarely ever seen using actual martial weapons. And it's odd that an Order of Crow amulet would be on the body of a goblin.
And the goblin wasn't slinging potions.
No, he was not slinging potions.
I'm gonna pocket that. He recognizes this from his home city, and he just sort of finds it odd and pockets it, and then goes about with.
You know, since you're from the city, which I did forget, by the way, thank you for reminding me, you do know that this order is incredibly secretive. Only select few, mostly adventurers, know of them because, you know, they investigate them quite regularly. Incredibly secretive, and their potions are unmatched by anybody. They are incredibly ingenious when it comes to the alchemical world.
All right, yeah. I'm gonna just add a note here. So that was the order of what?
Order of Crows.
Of crows. Just gonna do master potions. Okay. I'm gonna add that amulet.
Go on, Goodberry. I see you pinging some apples.
Oh, those are just some apples.
Fresh, crispy apples. But something's odd about them. And if you want to investigate, roll me a nature check.
Nature check. 19.
Holding this apple in your hand, you've held thousands of apples. You're a cook. You've made pies with them, sauces with them. But holding this apple, it is incredibly cold to the touch, almost permanently crisp. And you note this in your mind, and it comes to you quickly. You've heard stories of the place of Saul and the new land. These are frost crisp apples. In magically enchanted apples that will always maintain a cold temperature, and every bite is as crisp as the last.
I'm gonna do a bite.
It's beautiful, juicy, very cold. Do you know you have a fresh apple on a cold day? The beautiful crispy bite. That's what every bite is like that on this apple, and it never changes its temperature.
Oh, for any role relating to finding food. For any food. Oh, it's for any food you make. Never mind. I kind of yell out while I'm eating it. Do you guys like applesauce?
Just murdered goblins and spiders. You guys like applesauce, real quick?
Sparky
Like
looks up.
applesauce, but I can't eat apples. Beak.
Good. Yeah, applesauce is pretty good. Sparky will eat pretty much whatever you put in front of him.
Do you guys want to go?
I won't say no.
Okay.
I mean, I'd happily go hunting for something small.
Because I can. As you guys know, I'm a very good cook, and I have a lot of my supplies with me. If you guys want to find anything or help me, I can make everyone here a nice dish.
That sounds good. Velvet, what are you up to? Just kind of looks over because Velvet isn't here.
Nothing.
What is Velvet up to? I asked the DM from the distance.
Trying to not let anyone know. Trying to quietly open the chest.
Roll me stealth and sleight of hand.
Ferrari did walk past you while you were doing that.
Yeah, that's what the stealth check's gonna be.
Oh, stealth is 25.
25.
And the sleight of hand is 17.
I couldn't even get that perception. I'm not going to try.
You crack that puppy open.
Let's go. What's in here?
We're gonna save that because I've got something special for you. Everybody else, what is everyone doing while I gather?
I'm gonna go hunt for a couple rabbits.
Roll me perception check real quick. Since you're thinking of food, I'm gonna ask you for this check.
That's gonna be 24.
As you have the idea of hunting for food, you smell fresh meat in one of these tents.
Which one?
Boop.
Ferrari's gonna tentatively approach it with concern and crack open the flap.
You crack open the flap, and you see hanging from a secure beam in the center of the tent a boar that has been prepared and butchered.
Oh, Cassidy. Fuck.
Bing! On the counter! Editor.
So which one of mine is Cassidy?
So
Cassidy, there's a boar in here.
it's been skinned, it's butchered, it's prepared, it's ready to go.
Ooh. I can find something to make out of this then.
It's been a long while since I've had boar. Didn't really need it when I was traveling.
Oh, also, I did forget to mention there is fresh fish hanging from this over here.
Okay,
Ferrari wants the fish she loves.
We got Ferrari going Goblin.
Wait, so apples, fish, and boar.
Oh, you can whip something up. with
Ferrari's
both,
gonna
right?
cook the fish herself though, because she likes it prepared a certain way.
Yeah. Also,
Straight down the hatch.
one of my passives is for any role related to finding food or ingredients, add a 2d6 to your roll. So, I'm gonna look around here to see if there's any more food and stuff I can find. Any ingredients I could find to make this a better dish.
Does this backpack still exist, or was it boinked?
Oh. You want the backpack, do you?
I want the backpack.
Look in Beyond the Reach. As I'm going to post what that backpack actually is. The editor will pull this up later as I will send it to him.
Don't you mean born from us?
I almost put it in Beyond the Reach. Born from Us is the correct campaign.
Can I see?
Everybody can see. If I will make it a spoiler for those who don't want to spoil themselves.
If everyone's crowding
Ferrari's
around
looking
it,
right at. Ferrari's opening the bag.
I mean, I don't even know if she's taking that.
Sorry, let me quickly find the image in my list of funny items. Haha.
Haha, funny.
Jackson would
Is
definitely.
it
look
gonna
over
be a
as one.
fucking miniature mimic?
Bag mimic, which wouldn't be the first time we've fought one of those in a campaign.
No,
Let
it's
me
just
take a
gonna
look.
be like a
Excuse me, huh?
really tiny. It's gonna be like a ring box that's a mimic.
I miss him. They took him from me. Whoever's been in the campaign knows what I'm referring to.
You're gonna give trauma to your editor. Your editor.
You took him from me, Zach. You did this to me.
Damn.
Anyways, welcome to the unhinged portion of the session. So everyone.
Okay, so you find this and all of its contents. Okay.
Mhm.
It'll be marked as a spoiler for those who don't want to be spoiled. Where did it go? Bring it back. There it is.
Give it to me now.
Sorry, it was hidden amongst all of my trips to Spain. There you go.
All right, what does Ferrari pick up? Holy
Stand next
shit!
Oh,
Ferrari, you immediately recognize this as a demon hunting kit.
Huh. I need to figure out what of all of this she's taking.
It all fits in the backpack.
Like, is she's taking the backpack?
You recognize all of these items as demon hunting equipment, and they were this was clearly belonging to somebody on the ship that was with you that day.
Yoink, I guess. Goddamn.
what did you find over there? I can barely see. You guys are like crowding it.
I'm 3 feet tall, you can see over me.
I will also post what Velvet found. Velvet. It's going to be a spoiler. So for those who don't want to be spoiled, you know. But Velvet, you find a singular piece of parchment. And you find this.
I'm assuming Velvet's not sharing with us.
Whoa, hello.
Yeah, most probably not. Probably not sharing.
Wait, like, do I
Anyways,
get,
I'm
do
gonna
I get-
save that.
do I just get the parchment or I get the actual?
No, it's just that. It's just a parchment with that on it.
Well, I want this thing.
Also, I'm gonna go over to Sparky and give him an apple.
Yeah, he.
Right. As Sparky bites this magically infused apple, Sparky bites down, chews. You see for a moment, Jackson, you've never seen this from Sparky. He pauses for a moment as he's chewing. His eyes go wide as he swallows, but spits out the seeds from the apple, and you see the seeds themselves are infused with lightning from his very soul almost. Something has changed about these seeds.
I want to go over and inspect the seeds because I've never seen this before. Jackson looks genuinely confused, which would probably trigger Cassidity because he would know about his Drake.
Is the crossbow heavy or light?
Heavy.
Okay.
I want to give Sparky. Does Sparky like head or chin scratches?
He'll take whatever he can get, to be honest. He's a bit spoiled. He's saying that as he's inspecting these little seeds.
The seeds themselves, the color is dull, but every few moments they flash a bright white almost, as if they are as lightning coursing through these apple seeds.
Okay. I'm gonna pocket the seeds.
How do you say good boy in Draconic?
Like that.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, literally, Jackson just lets a string of like just guttural like growls out, and it's just like. But he understands a little bit of common.
Now, for all of you, I presume all of you are going to go through this camp very methodically as time passes, and you're going to rest here, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you your end of raid rewards. You can divvy this up amongst yourselves, but here's what you got in total: 400 gold pieces in total, 6 bottles of ale, boar meat, frost crisp apples, a map to Saul, a map of Saul, a pickaxe, a shovel, 2 vials of holy water, and my personal favourite item, a grappling hook, which is all the way over here.
Yeah, I saw that. If you
Anyone
didn't do it
object-
just now, I would have taken it.
Does anyone object to me taking the grappling hook?
I am old as fuck. I'm not touching.
Does backpack not have grapple hook? Well,
It does.
damn.
But the rewards at the end are just for all of you guys to divvy up amongst yourselves. If you found a personal item like you did from the chest and the backpack, those are yours unless you wish to divvy them up amongst your friends.
Wait, can you type in the chat? It's the frost apples, the boar, the fish, the 400 gold, the grappling hook.
How many seeds did I get from
3.
apple? From 3. Okay.
Three full seeds. The rest were chewed up by your boy.
What happens if you plant them?
Well,
Oh, sorry. One last item as I was looking through my notes, and 1 slingshot.
but yes, I will say again. Does anyone care if I take that grappling hook?
I mean,
Oh,
No, you're literally a walking arsenal.
Doesn't it also just have climbing speed?
Yeah, I'm pretty
I
sure.
mean, doesn't everyone technically?
No.
You're walking.
No,
You're a walking arse.
Our speed is halved when we climb. Yours probably isn't.
Plus, you can climb on most surfaces other people can't.
Okay, damn. I guess I'm just okay. Fair enough.
Tabaxis are very strong.
Then yeah.
Isn't it an
That looks
actual
fucking
item, or
sick.
do I have to make a?
It's an actual item.
Oh, okay, I'll take it.
So, is everyone happy to move time along?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So all of you get the benefit of a long rest. You can all take that long rest. You've heard nothing throughout the night. The fire's been burning all night long. But I'm going to do something real quick. You guys can talk amongst yourself while I get this prepared. As you guys awaken the next day feeling very well rested. The rain still hounding, by the way.
Does Sparky also benefit from the healing of a long rest?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I'm hungry, so what do you guys want? You want some applesauce? You want some boar, some fish?
Whatever you want to make.
I'm taking care of you guys. I'm happy.
Do you have any preferences, Velvet?
Absolutely none.
Okay.
Whatever your mind comes to, I guess. What about Ferrari?
Sorry, I'm taking assessment of things.
you want anything in specific, or?
Fish.
Gotcha.
Rory, you said you liked your fish a specific way. Could I watch you make it so in the future I could just make it for you?
Yeah, absolutely. She goes over, grabs the fish, like dices it up, and just eats it raw.
Sashimi.
I like have like my journal and my it just so you eat it raw. I'm just like, sushi question mark. Yeah, I'll cook the boar for you guys.
I have a
Everyone
few
else.
questions about 2 items. No, 3.
Go ahead.
The sword cane, what would that technically be?
Short sword.
Okay. The adventuring boots.
Climbing boots.
Okay, and the holy symbols on the necklace.
That's just a flavoured item. Could be an amulet.
What else is there? Question:
Yes.
You can use ale for cooking the same way you could do like vodka and wine, right?
Yeah, it's more with ale. It'd be more like beer. It'd be beer basting.
Oh, okay. If we could find some shrimp, I can make you guys some beer battered shrimp or beer battered fish. That's something you
That
guys
sounds
like.
Special.
I'll eat whatever you put in front of me at this point.
That's what she said.
God damn it!
And sometimes he.
Right.
Sometimes they.
We respect our whores. Okay. So.
What are those?
While I'm cooking, I'm going to use, because I have a feat I can use once a day, I'm going to use Unseen Servant to help me cook. And kind of just do the task while we're doing it to make my life easier.
Well, before we forget, that 400 gold, are we just divvying it up 100 apiece, I'm assuming?
And there are 4 of us, so yeah, I guess so.
Just so we don't forget.
Yeah, and we probably should start heading to Seoul once we figure out the directions on the map. And I'm not the best at reading maps. Every time when I was younger, I would just kind of go, and my sister would kind of keep us going steady.
Well, if you have the map, I can look at it, try to make a figure of things.
I'll roll it out.
Yeah, I'll take it and try to see like where we are, where we could go,
Yeah.
in relation to where we're at, how to get to Seoul.
Yeah.
Are you all eating this boar?
I am.
I definitely am.
I mean,
yeah.
if he's making for us, then yeah.
By the way,
You all gain 1 temporary point to strength for the next 24 hours.
like +1 or like if you have
+1.
to 9. So I just have I have 0 strength now. That's
How do I add that?
I'll just trade as nothing, but
I'm feeling extra strong today.
And are the crossbow or the sword cane any pluses or just basic?
+2.
Oh, fuck.
Oh!
by the way, you guys eating the fish or eating the boar, you will gain 1d4 hit points. If you
Oh. Does that mean we get temp HP? Question mark? Alright.
as long as it's like any other healing.
That would be a Rennie decision.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's the modifier you said for the +1 to strength, right?
Yes.
Okay. 0 strength, let's go.
I have 1 temp HP now.
So, some time passes. You all enjoy a very hearty breakfast. You all go through your equipment. You all hear the collective footsteps come towards your camp and abruptly stop by where the tripwire was.
Interesting.
I'll walk out.
Alright.
New friends.
Get smacked.
Do they sound too big for goblins?
Yes. Yes, they sound like normal-sized human beings.
Then I'm going to come out as well.
And you said they stopped here? Not... Okay.
Wasn't there 3?
When they walk by, I want to wave at them. And just be very
The one in the mask immediately waves The woman beside him gives a courtly bow, and he yells out, "Do I have permission to approach?"
Yeah, there's a rope right there. So just please don't trip. And I kind of point directly at it.
Ah, yes. I was hoping that some of you might have found an amulet of sorts.
At this point, Jackson sort of steps forward. I did. Seems pretty out of place for a goblin.
Yes, that would be mine. I was aboard the ship when it went down a couple of days ago. What, 3 days ago are we on now? And the lady beside him nods.
Can I insight check that?
Yeah.
Or do I remember him being there?
Roll history. History with advantage.
History with advantage.
Because it's a recent event.
You giving me guidance?
Yeah.
An extra d4, right?
Yes.
That would be 21.
He's being truthful. He's not lying, but you personally didn't see him.
Oh, okay. Jackson just sort of nods and takes out the amulet. I'll walk over and hand it to him and go, yeah, seemed out of place.
Much appreciated. Sorry for any inconvenience. You poor sods wouldn't be happen to be going towards Saul, would you?
Yeah, we're gonna try to make our ways there.
Do you have a map? Because I am dreadfully lost in these woods, and the amount of spiders I've killed on my way here is becoming inhumane.
Would you still be holding the map?
I'd still be holding it, and I just kind of like wave it and go, actually, yeah, met a few poor souls here that got captured by the goblins, but we handled it right quick.
As I expect as a member of the Adventuring Society.
Jackson just nods. He hands over the. He kind of shows it to him. I don't think he would hand it over. He just kind of like holds it out to him.
You see, he looks over and he goes, "Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Oh, very good. Well, appreciate your help, fine fellows, and I hope to see you all in Saul." And you see, he looks over his shoulder and he kind of like puts his head in the air as if he's sighing. He goes, "Oh, Baxter, where are you?" And you hear the jingle of like bells to your right, and you see a bard with a scythe and a dagger in hand. "Get down, Baxter!" You see, he puts on a very over the top show of like a shrug, and he stomps the ground and he jumps down the ladder and he squeezes past you and joins his friends.
His poor knees.
You'd be surprised. Well, we'll get out of your hair, feathers, and scales, it seems. Best of luck, and see you in Saul.
Are you guys hungry?
Oh no, we just ate.
Okay, we have some boar here and some apples if you are.
Those apples are quite divine. Every bite is delicious.
They're so amazing. I love them.
You see, he gives you all a very curtly bow, turns, and heads with his group.
No way, they swap place.
Did it seem like any of them recognized me?
No. They see that we're very on mission, very, very quickly trying to find their way to Saul.
Gotcha.
But that clearly was a man of the Order of Crows.
Yeah, I imagine.
They're so nice.
Yes, and don't very often interact with outsiders of their order. I guess it was just out of necessity. He turns back to you guys.
Wait, what's the order called?
They are from a very secretive order known as the Order of Crows. They are master alchemists, and quite often, if they do have to fight, it's with potions.
Hi, I wonder if they knew the crows that we saw the other day.
I don't know.
Ferrari goes and sits on one of the logs and starts to assess the cane sword.
It's very elegantly designed, ornate, inscribed with runes of protection from any sort of demons or fiends that come looking for them. It's clearly been used. Whoever had this was a very prolific demon hunter. And you see that it's quite dull. It's been used so much and not been sharpened in quite some time.
Won't be able to use this until it sharpens then. And then she looks at the crossbow, having realized she didn't see any bolts.
You see, this has never been used. This seems to be quite a new addition to this equipment, as if this person was investing in fighting something that he would have to deal with at range.
Possibly useful if I can get bolts.
Yes, Mr. Goodberry.
Wait, do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
Oh, I go to my bag and I pull out my crossbow light and crossbow bolts. Do you want these?
Just bolts. I don't think I can carry any more on me other than bolts.
Yeah, my sister gave me this weapon and I have no idea how to use it.
It's almost as big as him.
Yeah, I'm like,
It's okay.
you can have the bolts and I guess I could just sell the crossbow whenever we get to town.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm more of a magic kind of gal. Let me just hand you the bolts. Or 20 of them.
As you're all sat around the fire, dwelling on your long journey, you do know, judging from the map that Jackson's been going over, it's going to take you about 4 days of foot travel to get to the city. There are roads that eventually you'll reach to that will make your journey a little bit simpler. But if you guys are happy, we can move time along and we can get traveling.
No.
Go ahead.
Velvet pulls out that piece of parchment she found
Mm-hmm.
way back when, the language she doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
He just kind of loudly asks, like, no one in particular, just the group itself. Is anyone here good at languages?
I know halfling.
Yeah, Jackson immediately looks up and he goes, I know quite a few, depending on what it is.
I know a few as well.
Well, I don't know what it is. I just found a paper a while ago.
Strolls over. No, keep grabbing Sparky. Sparky, no.
That paper is... Whatever's written on that paper is clearly written in Draconic.
Oh shit, then Ferrari gets over there and immediately starts, like,
Oh yeah,
scanning over it.
I was about to say, so does Jackson.
The letter goes in detail of the crew members on the ship, how many passengers, how long it's going to take to get to the city of Saul, and it's written by the mayor, who is clearly someone who speaks Dragonborn and writes in Draconic, not Dragonborn. I mean, basically the same thing.
Does anyone want the spare trap? Because I can't use it.
I mean, I could carry it if all else.
Does
Please.
bear taste good?
Please carry it. I can't. It's too much.
Jackson just takes it from her and puts it in his backpack.
In the footnotes of this letter, it also marks all the guilds that were on board that ship. The Mages Collective, the Adventuring Society, the Artisans Guild, the Order of Crows, and one that's quite alien to any of you that are reading this. Sorry. And it's called the True Sons.
Kind of.
That sounds very cultish.
I was gonna say Jackson kind of reads it out and goes, "Anyone know who the True Sons are?"
If you guys want to try to recollect it, roll me a history with disadvantage.
History disadvantage.
Even though I asked the question, I'll definitely try.
8.
That's gonna be an 18 at my lowest.
17 at my lowest.
So Jackson and
I forgot, if I get a nat 1, I can reroll it.
yeah, get that reroll.
2.
So Ferrari and Jackson, you recollect the name True Sons, and like Velvet said, unknowingly, it is very much a cult.
Damn.
A cult known for extreme violence against those who don't follow the True Sons gods.
Oh, that's fun.
And they are noted as prisoners aboard that ship.
Prison.
Oh, that's the goblin.
That are now either were the goblins.
No, the goblins were breaking them out. He thinks.
Like I translated all this, by the way, as we're reading it. so that everyone will know. He's just that ain't good. That definitely ain't good.
Are they dangerous?
Well, they're known for extreme violence.
Ah.
Ferrari gets a little twinge in the back.
There's stories of true sons who burn villages down on a whim that somebody doesn't believe in their gods. Like, it's that kind of extreme reaction to the smallest of inconveniences.
Well, are they? What's the term? Is this like a kill on sight, or?
Well, let's just say that if you reveal at all that you don't believe in what they believe in, they're more likely to put a dagger in your throat than try to talk to you.
As you're speaking, Jackson, you recollect something. The adventurers that you found were maimed and butchered, not fought in honourable fight or a basic fight. You found an adventurer who had his head cut off. Not many people choose to just decapitate someone in the woods, apart from the true sons.
As he's thinking about this, he starts like actively scanning his surroundings to see if he sees anything.
Just a rainy day.
We should probably get moving.
Yeah, but coming back, if you guys get hurt, please tell me in the future.
Can do.
Thank you. I don't want any of you guys to die. I kind of like y'all.
Are we ready for some travelling, fellas?
We are ready for some traveling. Ferrari is now armed and ready to kill.
I don't have a travel screen, so we're going to keep this up as I describe you guys going through this very arduous journey. I presume some of you pack up some of the tents and supplies so you have a campsite you can set up on the road for the 4 to 5 days travel. We'll sum up very quickly. It's very quiet on your way there. You don't really pass any adventurers or people throughout the woods. But once you get to the main travelled roads where there's beaten paths, you pass a fair few caravans and you hitch a ride on the last day to cut your travel time in half as you crest the hill into the city of Saul. And I'm going to change the map to the new map I made.
Ooh,
This gives like Age of Empires.
we're vibing. We're vibing.
I fucking love it. Lighthouse. Oh.
You all reach the city of Saul. Some of you have lived in cities, some of you haven't. To those that have, this is something special. For someone to put up this level of wall and protection and flags already in a new realm, it is nothing short of a miracle. Paved roads and hard-working people. As you pass the front door, you see that they've been busy at work, chopping trees down, setting up lumber yards, people busy at work, turning the wood into usable woods. As you pass through the main gate, the guards that are wearing armor and uniform, and you pass into the city of Saul. Any questions for me while we're here?
So, question.
Yes.
Specifically, Jackson is here, assumably to meet up with some. Is there any presence of adventuring society in Saul?
Passing through the more built-up parts of the city, there's definitely adventurers looking around and meeting each other and smiling. You see the docks where you guys should have arrived at a few days ago. You see a lot of adventurers getting off of their ships to the city. To answer your question, yes, there's a large presence.
Okay. Is there any place that that is made to congregate in, or is it just sort of?
You know, adventurers, when they don't have their own guild house set up, they usually take up inns, which are any building with a red roof within the city is an inn.
Gotcha. Alrighty.
Damn, that's
a lot of them.
There's quite a lot. It's I guess an adventure town or something. Maybe expect a lot.
What did I get in here?
Before we go, how do you guys like the map? This is a remastered version of the original City of Saul.
I never saw the original, but it's beautiful.
Let me...
I remember. I don't remember the original.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the original while you guys look around.
This looks like something you'd see on like a loading screen for a game, like a very well developed game. I like the top left of the map. I like the cut down tree. Also on the ship when we would have been traveling, I would have brought up me wanting to start an inn in the new lands.
Oh yeah, you guys could go over all the things you discussed for 4 days while you were traveling together.
Oh yeah.
Zedits said nothing. They were like hidden for some of them, and then didn't really say much the time they were out before the explosion.
But to say, other than you know, being an adventurer and telling his adventuring stories of his encounters, definitely Jackson would have been speaking about how like he's trying to meet adventurers here, trying to see like he's trying to get the adventuring society started here in Saul, instead of just being random adventurers having a organization in place to get the ball moving, as they say.
Are you trying to be like the leader of one, or?
Not specifically. Jackson, like, he's never like said it, but like, he's just here to help people, and he thinks helping people means getting the adventuring society like going here.
Mhm.
So, but he's never explicitly said he wants to lead people in any way.
Okay. Kind of remind me of my sister.
Imagine being told that. You remind me of my sister.
Yeah, Jackson just kind of looks at him and is just like, okay.
He's very strong.
Variety, for the most part, would have just talked about her time adventuring the forest and doing all these things, and speaking very upbeat about it, though there's a twinge of an underlying negative emotion, but she's so bubbly and excited about it. She seems happy.
I'm distraught. I can't find the original.
Oh no! It's okay.
No.
Maybe
Okay,
it's in the
but
original.
it's good.
Like,
I need to find a place to sell.
Oh, Sam.
So
Do you guys want to find a market? We need to find a market.
Please. I need to annex everything.
Oh god, nope, that's not even it. Nope, can't find it. It's gone. Anyways, I basically remastered the map. It's much better. 100% better. But anyways, where were we? Yes, okay. So again, here's some map legend lore for you, so you guys can write this down. Any building with a red roof, like I said, is an inn. Markets, there are 3 markets within the city. You have one here. 4 markets, sorry. One here, one here, one here, and one in here. This building here is the guardhouse, where all members of the guard live. This is training for said guards. Farmland is marked off from the rest of the city. The city, the walls within the walls is where the nobility and the royalty of the city live. It's less nobility, more of a government. There's not really a monarch here. This is just a governmental fixtures. Each statue represents each of the founders within the city. You guys can discover their names if you want to figure out the lore. Where would you guys like to go within the city?
Market.
Market.
Which market?
Head to a market.
The closest one.
Well, you guys are currently here, so all of them are pretty much the same distance.
Let's go to this
one in
here. Yeah.
Beautiful. You guys head into the city of Saul for the first time. It's a very hustle and bustle city. People coming in from the ships constantly. People who have lived here quite a while are still hard at work trying to settle down. And you enter the market, which is incredibly busy. There's a lot of people pushing past you. Everyone's trying to buy things. What would you guys like to do while you're here?
I just realized if Ferrari would have found the demon hunting backpack and have been a blood hunter, she would have just been Geralt.
Toss a coin to your witcher.
She would have just been fucking Geralt. Jeez.
No. Ready, stop. We can't get copyright.
Oh, fuck!
We can't.
Editor, make a beep!
Editor,
Editor man, work on it.
push it out.
Fix it in post.
Anyways, Ferrari's gonna go to the nearest weapon market stand.
Lame.
There's not really just a stall dedicated to weapons. There is a blacksmith here, which is this small little house behind the market. You can head there if you're trying to deal exclusively in weapons and armor.
I'm going to the blacksmith now.
Okay.
I wanna sell
would
my
also like to go
crossbow.
to the blacksmith, actually.
One at a time again?
I would also like to go to the blacksmith.
Okay. So we've got 3 going to the blacksmith and Jackson. What about yourself?
I'm just gonna follow. I'm gonna follow the crowd here. I'm just gonna.
You guys reach the blacksmith, who's hard at work. It's a human man, large beard, bit of a beer belly, sweaty, hard at work.
Sir,
Aye.
I got some shit I need to get rid of.
Is this relatively safe shit, or have you stolen this?
No, it came with me from where I came from. It's equipment.
Oh, you one of those adventuring types?
It's so heavy. It's so.
I'll take that as a yes. What do you have for me?
2 daggers and a longbow.
2 daggers and a longbow. Okay. You see he's examining quite closely, rubbing his hands along the blade, checking on the strength of the bow. I'll give you 40 gold pieces.
I'll take it. I just want it gone.
40 gold pieces.
And then I get rid of all this stuff.
I have a light crossbow I want to sell you.
10 gold.
Is that a good trade?
Pretty decent. You guys don't know the prices here, you know, different land, different people, different needs.
Yeah, it's too heavy. I'll sell it to you.
Sounds good. What about you, my young cat friend?
I had something in mind. I forgot it. Oh no.
Is she okay?
Just give her a minute.
Ah, okay.
It's not that good with people.
Okay.
Hey, you barely know me. You shush.
You didn't talk the entire time we were traveling here. You don't get to say anything.
I mean, fair, but there's nothing to talk about.
Okay,
My
go back to
opinion,
concentrating on what you actually need.
Yeah.
So you all new in town?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Nice place, huh? It's nice.
it's grand, really. It's beautiful. Bigger than any place I've ever been.
Can you believe it's only been a few short years since we settled here. Lot of hard work.
Yeah, I can see that.
Also, put my hand out. Also, my name's Mr. Goodberry. How are you?
Name's David. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, David.
Right. I'm gonna pull out that little paper I found in the chest in the camp.
Uh-huh.
Show it to him.
That's not our David, right? That's not our David.
I don't read. I don't read this language. Do you want me to sell this to me, or?
Well, more like asking you if you knew anything about what it's depicting.
It's a document, definitely, of seems to be like a sword spell. I don't know what that is. Again, I don't read this language. It looks like goodness, what language is that? You see he's thinking.
Know that.
You see this paper is it's a different one that Velvet's been keeping to herself and has handed to this individual.
Ferrari was not paying attention that entire time. Just like something draconic, and then she looks up, sees it's different. She's like, "What the fuck?"
I don't know what this is. I'd speak to one of those fancy pants scholars within the walls.
I wonder what language it is.
Goodness, no. Gods only know, right? Anything else I can get you, kids? Deep speech, funny enough, isn't written in a lot of things. It's mostly just sound.
Fair enough. What else? Would you be able to sharpen this sword?
Oh gods, yeah, I can do that in a lickety split.
And what about armor? Better than this?
I'm not a man of armor. I'm more of a stabby fella, not a fixie fella, you know?
Fair enough.
Do you know any magic shops nearby?
All within the walls. Us simple folk out here, we don't get the luxuries of the big tops within the city walls.
Yeah. Sometimes a simple life's a better life anyway.
It's honest work, but it's good work, you know?
I honestly prefer living in the forest than living in the big civilizations.
I used to think the same until goblins knocked down my door, you know? Not a fan of those goblins.
Yeah, we were attacked by quite a few.
But yeah, a lot of people talking about goblins in these parts. A lot of people.
Yeah. But we're strong folk.
Strong folk.
Anything else I can get you folks?
Other than just sharpening the sword, how much would that?
5 silver. I do it all day, every day.
I can do that.
He holds out his hand for the sword. He takes it and he immediately gets to work. Give me about an hour, and we're all done.
Actually, I have a question for you, sir. Is there a what you call them instrument shop in this city?
Talk about those fancy musical instruments.
In the walls again?
Uh-huh.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there chuckling as like he's gotten the kid of anything other than just like simple stuff's in there.
If you're looking for jewelry, magical items, all within the walls. But if you're looking for food, a bed, and some honest labor, outside the walls.
Got it.
I can respect that.
Do you have any crossbow bolts?
I do. How many do you need?
Well, I got a good amount, but I could be leaving and traveling for a while, and it's best to have more than I need, right?
I'll tell you what. I can give you 20 for 1 gold.
I'll happily do that.
He sets down an already pre-packaged pack of bolts on the table, as if they were cigarettes.
Thank you.
Okay.
And she slides him the gold.
So I presume you're all new here?
Yeah.
Well, I'll do you all a favour. If you need work, food, head to the inn across the water towards the walls. Best inn in the city, okay? Lovely folks. I think they call it Small Man's Valley or something like that. Owned by a little dwarf fella. You'll have a good time.
Oh,
Thanks.
small people.
Yeah, perfect for you, isn't it?
Yeah. Smiles.
And with that, where would you fellas like to go?
I want to go see some magic.
I would go
magic
like the walls if that's possible.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, since we've all got a common goal, I think I'll end the session here.
Damn.
Thank you all for coming to the first session of Born From Us. First recording. I hope it's not as scuffed as I think. I will send it to our editor. Everyone say thank you to Zach for being such a Chad.
Thank you for that.
Zach, a lot of work on you in the first episode.
Absolutely. We got the counters and everything. But if you guys, I'm going to go through you all. If you've got any socials or anything you want to promote, let the people know what you guys are doing and where we can find you.
Follow my Twitter at BNKR.
Fantastic. Anyone else?
You can follow me basically anywhere at
Saturn BNKR.
Anyone else? Oh,
Twitch.tv / I think. BNKR with an underscore.
beautiful. And Nathan, come on, you got to be something.
Go last, yeah. Hasn't had anything on it yet, but I'll be doing my own YouTube channel at Claw the DM. I'll be posting some D&D and other tabletop-related stuff, so yeah, that should be a fun time.
All links to everybody's socials will be in the description. They'll be on screen the entire time. Please go check them out. They're all lovely people. And if you want to be a part of the community, discord.gg/bunkercore. Goodbye, everyone.